Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Raven Rolls. And tonight we will be playing another Oath of the Dark Lord with a different group and probably most likely a different story. Uh, with me, we have three new adventurers. I don't know if I'd call all of them brave, but at least two of them are. And here we go. We'll start off with Dave.
Hi, I'm David L. Weaver. Pretty much you can find me on Facebook. Basically, see this face, see this background. That's me. I am playing Dr. Jebus Goss. He is a Bith scholar, and he is well versed in the knowledge of aliens, cultures, and the like. And let's just say at one time, he took something he wasn't supposed to. Um, and there we go.
All right, Bill, you're up.
Hi, I'm Bill, heroically inclined, whatever. Playing Bim Narol. He is a Bothan Jedi consular. He is fairly newly minted as a consular, spending most of his time studying and practicing the ways of the Force. And so this is one of his probably earlier outings as a knight level Jedi. Going out to research or check out this location that he was sent off to with this knowledgeable doctor and the wonderful soldier he's probably come to know a little bit through passing his time on Coruscant with and helping out where he can.
All right, thank you. And Nicholas, you're up.
Yep, so I'm gonna be playing Kendo. This is a standard human soldier serving the Republic, fairly new, probably too young to go out, and hopefully coming back from this mission. Yeah, JD is a very, very young soldier who was too brave for their own good. And we'll see how that ends up.
Okay, let's see. I was just realized all those comments I made were on the YouTube channel before, and that's why you guys couldn't see them. That I was rebooting my computer and stuff. I'll delete those later. So, a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we find the Rust Hawk, a small, a little freighter flying on the edge of space and coming across a distress call. And aboard was we had a scholar, a Jedi, just maybe out on a walkabout, I guess, and a soldier, I guess, being transferred to a remote outpost. Actually, this was the outpost he was going to be dropped off at when the distress call. They intercepted the distress call, but then it ended. Actually, was on a repeat. Was on a loop. So when they land, they land just outside of the outpost, and the pilot and say there's one other crew member. They drop you off. Oh, sorry. The system name is system of Varnholme, and this planet is Varnholme 4. and it lands just outside of the outpost. And the pilot says, "I'll stay for a bit. I know that the soldier probably wants to figure out what the stress call was for. It's up to you what you do. If you want to leave, I leave. But I'll stay for a bit."
Please stay. I feel we should discover what is going on, why this distress call is looping. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind joining us, I think your skills are fairly well known with computers and such. I wouldn't mind having a knowledgeable hand along to see what's going on.
I see. Yes, I will join you.
Actually, doctor, give me a knowledge planets check.
$12.
You think you've heard of Varnholme maybe having some ruins or something, maybe some artifacts. It wasn't really explored much, being on the edge of space. That's why they set up the outpost to keep it safe. But they haven't really, you don't heard of any archaeological digs. But hey, ruins might mean something. But then again, it is under Republic control. So, but then again, if something were to disappear and nobody knew about it, I don't know how you would feel about that.
You know, it comes and goes. Discovery, on the other hand, is something worthwhile.
So you guys make your way off the ship towards the outpost. Just a small structure. It's a normal, breathable atmosphere.
What's the what's the climate like? Is it are there plants? Is it like lush, or is it more like rocky, cold?
It is actually, yeah, it's probably a little rocky. There's not a lot of vegetation on the ground. Maybe a few trees, maybe a little bit of moss, and while not snowing winter as it is in North America right now, it's probably it's a little on the cool side. Like someone who's not used to the colder temperatures might want probably wants a jacket or something.
Yes, I will bundle up for sure.
Yeah, someone with a lower stamina or something who can't handle the cold.
That's what all the fur's for. Helps keep me insulated.
I think Kando is, since the beginning of all this, very silent and trying to hide that he's watching the Jedi all the time. But every time that the Jedi maybe looks at him, he's like, yeah, I'm looking at it somewhere else, no?
So you guys make your way over to the outpost. What would you like to do? Go inside or do something else?
Well, and Bim will look to the other two and say, "Don't know about you guys, but probably best for us to check it out carefully first. If you guys would like, I can go ahead and kind of scout it out, see what we can see. I'm not so familiar with these outposts, so Kando, if you have any suggestions, I've not really been trained as a military man."
Yeah, yes, of course. It's me, Kendo, yes. So would I know anything about this place? I have been trained to know where I'm supposed to go in the academy or whatever. I don't know where I've been trained.
Give me. I'm trying to think. Knowledge planets, maybe. Uh, see what you remember about this planet, what you were told about it.
Yeah, that's a big 5.
You know that it just because it's on the edge of space, they just like to have it's more of a listening post. There's not a large contingency of soldiers here. Uh, inside the on the other side of the outpost, there's probably a shuttle there. That's about it, in case they needed to evacuate or something. But there's probably maybe 6 personnel, uh, 4 soldiers, technician, and an administrator.
And knowing that no one came to see us, is that normal? When we arrived, isn't there like
Well,
a
no,
protocol?
there was no response when your pilot tried to hail them. All you know,
Mm,
uh, there was a distress call, but it was on repeat, like an automated distress
okay.
call, and nobody here is probably an issue. At least the administrator would probably have come out to meet you, or at least sending one of the soldiers out.
Yeah, I'd
Uh,
share that.
Where
It's worrisome.
where did the distress call come from?
Probably from this outpost. It's I
Okay.
said it's just a small one. It's enough for 6 personnel. They probably have like a training room, barracks, a mess hall, and then like a little like an office for the command, and maybe like an engineering bay. Just very simple.
Are there any like windows or visible ways to kind of like check out this facility from the outside?
You see, uh, yeah, some windows. You see a ladder up to the maybe the roof to get where the equipment is. There's satellite dishes, antennas, all standard type of equipment, and the doorway is. You look over and you see the door is actually open.
Um, Bim will turn to the other two and say, "If you want to cover me, I will move forward and take a look through the windows. I am pretty good at being quiet when I head up, so if you want to wait here, cover me with whatever ranged weapons you have. I'd appreciate that."
Understood. I'll keep watch.
And then Bim would silently start walking towards the building, try to get up to see what he could see through one of the like start at the windows, not at the door, to see if he could see in.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'll keep watch. Anything that maybe could look at us from anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm hunkering down too and just kind of keeping an eyeball around.
Sorry, so Kando, you're taking cover.
I mean, if there's cover, maybe yeah, but mainly I'll be just watching anywhere else
This
that someone could take a shot at us.
this area is mostly cleared between here and the outpost. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to find any cover unless you want to use the ship as cover.
Yeah, and I think I just stay there and wait for the signal while I keep a lookout.
Okay, do you, all right. So Bim heads over, and are you going stealthily?
Yes.
All right, give me a stealth perception check. Perception stealth check.
All right, that's a 20.
All right, so you make your way over, and you can give me. Um, perception search check as well.
Okay. $19. And I haven't gotten a 1 or a 6 on my force die yet, so
Yeah, let me know. Yeah, so whenever you do a skill check, just let me know.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had a 2 and a 5 on the rolls, so I'll let you know if I get a 1 or 6.
What happened here? Oh, there we go. Sorry, one moment here. I'm going to. Yeah, you hear some sound inside, and you look, and there is someone with heavy armor. You can see maybe battle armor of some kind. A lot better than what you have, and he looks like he's rummaging through the base, right, the outpost right now. You can see him through one. You can see him through the door. He looks like he's in an office of some kind, going through stuff.
I think Bim would look back to, especially Kando, and with what limited military science he may have picked up through his service. I mean, as a Padawan, he probably did a lot more, but he would signal one man or whatever, see in there, and gesture for them to come forward to join him. But his hand would go to his lightsaber and pull it off of his belt, but leave it unignited.
Okay, so the two of you make your way up. Does Kando have his gun out? Blaster?
Yeah, it's been out since we left the ship. So
Okay. So you make
I'll
your
come
way up.
and we have to roll stealth.
Are you going stealthily, or are you gonna try to?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna try and go without being seen or heard.
So I am for sure.
Okay. All right. Give me.
So one of them does one of the dice has to be a force dice, right?
Yeah. So one of them a different color.
Okay.
Or if you're using a generator, you can say the first dice, as long as you try to be consistent.
So I rolled a 7 total, and the force die is a 1.
Ooh. So I rolled a 13, and my force dice is a 6.
All right. So you guys make your way, and Kando, you are making your way, and you start walking, and you step on some loose, rocks, and they skid around, and you make a grunt or something, and where is it? Sorry, one moment here, and what is your yeah, it's not this high. Never mind. I'm not even going to ask what your dodge is. Oh boy. Kando.
Yeah, my dodge is 13.
Yeah. Kando, you take 18 points of damage as a blaster fires out of the thing window right at you.
Okay, welcome to the planet.
Hey, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to change that because there's 3 of you, and that's a little powerful. I'm going to re-roll all of that. Yeah, the Wookiee might have even died on that. Um, okay, a blaster shoots out, and yeah, they're just finding out now. So as they're walking up, Candle slips on some loose stones, makes like a grunt, and a blaster shot flies out and just misses him. And you can all roll perception, and that's for initiative.
So what happened with mine? I rolled a 13, and my force dice was a 6.
Yes. You managed to not be in line of sight of that window, and essentially you got a +1d. No, no, I'll just say yeah. You just have yeah. You're not in line of sight, so you can't. You see the shot, but you're not in line of sight for that window. So you got maybe you were too far to the left or something. Because yeah, you're not stupid. You're not going to walk straight on.
Nope. Not with
All
21
right.
points of damage.
All right. What's your initiative?
And we still roll force dice with that, right?
Uh, yeah, I guess you do. It's a skill check. So.
I would think so.
Oh no, it's not. It's not a perception's not a skill. Perception is an attribute. So no, you don't roll.
Okay.
Darn! I finally rolled a 6 on my force die.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
9 for me.
All right, so
Oh, here.
Bim,
There we go.
You heard him, like grunt a bit, and then a blaster shot. And what are you doing?
Did I notice that the shot like came
Oh,
directly
yeah,
from the window, or is he like
that guy in that armored figure spun around so fast and shot out the window, but he didn't look like he was. You're still not with like facing him. He looks like he's looking out the window, and you're in the doorway. You can see
Okay.
him on an angle.
And about the distance between me and this guy, like if I could close the distance in one movement, or
Yeah, I will say it's one range band. So you're at short range right now.
all right, then my green blade will ignite, and I will head in, try to protect my team by engaging this guy, get his attention.
All right, so you walk over to him. Do you actually hit him, or do you say something?
Just by what I saw earlier, does he look like he has Republic armor on, or
No, it's not Republic armor. I will give you a free roll. It will be a Xenology. No, Streetwise.
Streetwise? Okay. That's an 8.
You have no idea.
Okay. Yeah.
You see, that could be a symbol on him, but you're not entirely certain. I'll give you also a Xenology, maybe.
Okay. 10. But there was a 1 on my force die.
Oh, you have no clue what he is, and
in fact, I probably call him the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, actually no. We'll say.
Well, hey, Wookie.
You think
He's an Ewok.
actually? You actually think that this is He might actually be Republic. He's just wearing an older uniform. You're not really certain on the markings. Maybe are just faded off. You think that is Republic? You're just
All right.
Yeah, it's an older uniform.
I think if there's any question, he would come up, still have the lightsaber ignited, and he would come in and he'd say, we are with the Republic. Stand down.
All right, give me command, perception command roll.
Okay, perception.
And this is your actual action. The rest
Yeah,
is
that's fine. He wouldn't necessarily engage unless he knows for sure that this guy is clear that he's doing something wrong. 16.
Sorry, you said 16?
Yeah, and that was a bad roll.
I got 15. So he turns around. He looks at you, and he puts his gun up, but he doesn't put it away. You can see he has a blaster pistol, and on his back he has a heavy blaster rifle, and he has some really good like battle armor on him. Like you don't know much about armor because you don't wear much of it, but he looks like a heavy shock trooper of some kind. And he turns to you now to it's technically the doctor's turn and then Kando's. But you guys can't Kando, you can see that he's put his gun up, but you can't.
Do I recognize the armor?
Well, we'll give you a moment. We'll see. Jibus, do you do anything? You heard? I think you could hear what he was saying because you weren't quiet, were you, Bill?
No, I think being his Padawan training, at least, he would have been in some conflicts. He would have learned that in combat, no matter what or how limited, you need to be loud and outspoken. So he would have said it loud enough that anyone who's somewhat paying attention would be able to hear.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can also hold an action that'll delay your initiative with like a trigger or something. So yeah, Dr. G, yeah, Doc, you heard that.
How far away am I to this window?
I will allow you to be short range to the window.
What now?
You're short range to the window.
Okay, because I basically want to move like right up next to it where I can like actually peep in. That kind of idea.
Oh, sure, go ahead. Pop up your head right in front of the window with the guy with the blaster pistol.
No, not like that. But I mean, how big is the window? I mean, is it like this size or is it like?
No. It's a big window. It's like to let light in. So yeah, you can go over and peek in. Go ahead. Give me a stealth check.
Because my idea is I want to use the wall as cover, and if I need to, I can blast him through where I'm peeping at.
Give me a stealth check at advantage, so you can add an extra dice to your stealth check.
Okay, so it's 3D plus 1. Shit. Ooh, good. Almost horribly failed there. Well, not horribly failed, but... So, 16, 18. The horrible fail is I rolled a 2 on my force dice.
So you look
didn't roll a
and give me...
Yeah.
Give me Streetwise or... Give me Streetwise and Xenology.
Okay, they're actually both the same, so... 5D. Ooh, that was like rather craptastic. Oh, that is craptastic. Okay, so Streetwise is 12, and my force dice is a 1. But my genealogy is 16, and my force dice is 6.
So I was going to tell you to actually take a -1 on that.
Oh, -1. Okay, so I'll
You
re-roll
know
it.
what? So hold on, because you got the 6. Just roll a d6 and subtract it, or something.
Okay, I can roll a d6 and
Just for
subtract it.
now, yeah.
So the last one was okay. So hold on. That was 1. So okay, so that's 5. Math. 15. Oh, okay. So that was 20 actually. Okay,
All
so
right.
subtract 1. So subtract 6 from 20.
14. Okay. So you don't have any idea who it is, and you don't know the symbol on his armor. You're getting uh, a look at the symbol. You know what the symbol means to you, but you don't know what it means. Like, you just know that I'm gonna give it to you. It's a bounty hunter after you. You don't know what type of bounty hunter it is based on that symbol. You just know that symbol has followed you in the past.
Okay, can I shoot him?
Oh no, that's all right. I'll give it to you if you want. Yeah, I get the same thing for Bill.
Okay, so how do I shoot? Oh yeah, it's dexterity
Blasters.
plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dexterity blasters.
This is gonna suck. It's 2D. Oh, not bad. 8.
Well, yeah, you missed. Yeah, so Bim sees this. A blaster shot comes in, and he spins around towards you. And but it is now Kando's turn. If you want, I can give you the same thing. If you want to do a knowledge streetwise and a knowledge xenology.
I mean, I'll only do streetwise because I don't think you know anything about the rest.
Well, xenology allows you to identify an alien. So is that a Both and a
Yeah,
Horde?
it's both of them are bad, 10 and 9. So
Okay.
I don't think I'm. Yeah, I'm more preoccupied with the fact that the Jedi doesn't seem to want to fight, and then the other guy just shoots.
So hold on. So that was 10 on streetwise, you said,
Yeah,
and 9 on the other one. Okay. Yeah, you see a guy in armor. You don't know. You're pretty sure it's not one of your guys. But so the Jedi's telling him to stop, and the doctor's shooting at him. All right, because you shot him, but you missed. He is actually he swings around to you, points his gun at you, and actually, what? You're laughing. What's
what
Sorry,
Bill said.
comments in chat.
so? Yeah, you look. He looks over at you,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't fire only because there's a Jedi right next to him. But he keeps his gun on you and says, "You can come to some sort of arrangement, Jedi."
What are we discussing here? Why are you here? I don't know if it's possible. Is there a way that I can? I mean, I don't think there's a way I can get in between them. But is there a way that I can prep so if he shoots at one of the other two, I can try to attack like his weapon more, like not trying to hurt him directly at this point, like just try to incapacitate his ability to hurt my comrades.
I'd probably give you a disadvantage.
Okay.
To hit. You're pretty much engaged with him. You're in melee range.
Yeah.
He is pointing the gun at the doctor.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I directly attack. Like he's conversating. He ain't shooting.
Yeah, it looks like he's paying attention. He's talking to you, but he's looking at the doctor with his gun pointed at him. But he says he's willing to talk, and he reaches in and he pulls out a device and he holds it up to you. It looks like a black disc, and he holds it up. He hands it to you. You know, it's like you can turn it on if you want. You turn it on.
Yeah, I mean, if actions allow me to.
Yeah, we're gonna sort of suspend combat between the two of you right now. He hands you the device. You turn it on, and a holographic image of the doctor appears on it, with a substantial credit amount underneath it.
I'll glance over at Jeebus, then turn back to the bounty hunter. Sadly, this doctor's in my care for now. I cannot just hand him over, though I am sure the Republic may be persuaded to pay a handsome fee for you allowing the doctor to rectify situations some other time.
My employers are not Republic, and they would not take too kindly if I betray their task.
Kendo would come and say, oh, this is all fine. This is actually not the one you're looking for. This is his twin brother, Dr. Meebus. You're looking for the other one. Do you really think we would risk coming here?
Give me a perception deceive.
I like it, though. That damn Dr. Meebus.
I guess in willpower is everything. So.
Oh yeah, big 3.
Hold on, says willpower is knowledge. So you got a 3?
Yeah, I got a 3, but I think you could see that Kendo is telling him anything, but he see that he's surrounded. Kinda, I don't want to kill you.
He goes, I know Dr. Jeebus doesn't have a brother, let alone a twin brother.
But do they know that?
Because I have a file on him. I knew he was headed here. That's why I got here before you.
The key is that we cannot allow you to take him, at least not at this point.
You must understand. You're coming here, and everyone is dead. And then you want to take our doctor. So you're the one in trouble here.
Well, there's nobody dead. You haven't found any bodies. And technically, does the Republic and the Jedi, do they acknowledge, well, it's not a big surprise now, criminal bounties?
Yeah, I don't think so. But I think at this point, Bim's more just trying to diffuse the situation versus just outright saying, no, you can't claim your bounty. He's just like, look, this man is under my protection. And while in such state, I and the Republic will not allow you to take him. It is better to go seek a better opportunity than to risk things now.
He All right, give me one more. I guess command, or you're trying to intimidate him more. It's up to you.
I'd be more command. He's not like he's
Or
very
you're
calm about the whole thing.
actually this is more of a bargain. You're trying to
Bargain?
deal,
That
like
works for me.
persuade with diplomacy.
Anything with perception works for me.
Yeah.
All right. 24.
He puts his gun up, but he doesn't put it away, and says, "Until next time, Doctor." And he makes his way out while keeping an eye on the Jedi, and well, more importantly, he's looking at Kando.
Yeah, I look at him and ask, just a question. What are you exactly?
Wookie.
You actually can't see his face; it's covered in his armor. And he doesn't say a word, and he just backs up and makes his way uh, further out, and you lose sight of him.
Green lightsaber will blink out as Bim deactivates it.
Oh, yeah, he had some nice gear. Well, I'll let you guys know that. You guys are probably you guys know what he was.
Yep.
A Wookiee.
Yeah, exactly. Short Wookiee. He was a little short to be a Wookiee. Okay, so yeah, you guys check around. The automated system is on, um, but you don't find uh, any bodies or anything.
We'll check the
Uh,
computers.
Is there any sign of destruction, like damage, fighting?
Actually, sorry. Yeah, you do find. You search around, and you do find that. In the interest of time, we're going to speed up. You find the administrator and the technician are still here. We're locked in a room, but they. Uh, so this was more of an office. You find that in the more of like the engineering type place. You find that they were sending the signal from there, and they were watching you on camera, and they came out after you got rid of the bounty hunter and said, "Oh, thank you. We've been in there. We've been trapped here for like half a day now. We didn't want to come out, but it's obvious you must be Private Kando, and thank you, uh, Master Jedi." They don't. Nobody knows the difference.
It is our honor to be able to help. If you could explain the situation and why this distress signal was set off. Was it just for this Wookiee bounty hunter out here?
Wookiee. I don't think that was a Wookiee. You know what? Let's give a roll to see if they have any idea what.
Let the NPC tell us.
Nobody knows.
Well, it's an
Yeah.
administrator. They're
I'll keep watch, by the way. I won't be talking much. I'd let the Jedi do that, just in case someone is still hidden somewhere.
basically the administrator steps up. Oh, that wasn't a Wookiee. That was a little short to be a Wookiee. That was Mandalorian. Not a big name one. It's probably one of the smaller clans. I'm not too familiar with the details, but that was definitely a Mandalorian. You can tell by the armor. You notice the unique shape. Like you can pull up an image, the shape of this helmet here. In fact, they are formidable foes. That's why we didn't come out and say hi to them. Probably working for one of the local criminal organizations. Probably looking for you, I guess, Doctor. Whatever that may be.
Yes.
None of my business. But yeah, that was. You've heard of You guys have heard of Mandalorians, but it's not something that are commonly seen around. So, but yeah, aside from that, there he wasn't the problem. Was We don't know. They were at first we thought they came out of nowhere. We thought they were Jedi's. Actually, I don't know. It was just weird. They came in. It was a group of them. They they had red lightsabers, and they were all wearing cloaks. It was probably I only saw two of them. The soldiers went out to meet them, and uh, they were headed towards the ruins. And four soldiers went out, and I haven't heard from them since. Like I just see they chopped up two of them and then made their way up there into the ruins, and the other two went after them, but I don't know what happened to them.
What are these ruins?
We haven't looked at them. They've been here for thousands of years. I don't know much. We never looked into them. They were trying to establish a defensive base here. We were just the initial one. They were going to eventually upgrade, and then maybe send a research team, but or at least maybe invite the Jedi in. I don't know, scholars. That's none of my.
You are in luck. You have what you are looking for right here in your face.
What, you're a Jedi?
No, he is. I point to Bim, and I am Dr. Jebus Goss. I am a scholar in the sense of alien cultures and the like.
Dr. Jebus, I've heard of you. I heard of you. I heard one of your seminars on Coruscant about 3 years back, maybe.
Yes, I do many. That is good.
Yeah, but it was former girlfriend. She dragged me to the. She was more of an archaeologist than I was, so she dragged me in. But I did hear your seminar.
Good.
So, do you have a?
Oh, maybe you can help us out then. We help you out. You help us out.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know if you want to go after those guys. You have a ship. I'm ready to just leave, but I gotta.
That is up to my comrades. What they want to do.
I think we must investigate, but we should also send word back to the Republic, back to the Council, let them know that perhaps there are some dark force users. Perhaps we should send these two to the ship, have the ship take orbit, and wait for our contact.
Yes.
You get a call from the ship saying there's a ship leaving orbit a distance from where you guys are. Should we be worried?
Leaving.
Yeah,
coming.
The directions he gives you, that's where that Mandalorian was headed. So should we be worried about that ship leaving orbit?
I don't think so.
We'll keep an eye on it. It looks like heading.
I don't mind if you blow it out of the sky, but I'm not in charge of these things.
It's a small ship, but we don't have a lot in the way of armaments. We're more of a transport.
Leave the ship alone. monitor if the ship remains too close by. We're going to send, I think, 2 passengers back to the ship.
But before you do you have provisions? A. Number 2, do you have some kind of transport?
Yeah, we didn't want to leave. There's a shuttle on the other side, but we'll just join your ship.
But I mean, like land shuttle type.
Yeah, there's a shuttle on the other side. Like they can lead you to a window, and you can see a shuttle over there. But
Excellent.
I think my knowledgeable fellow there was looking for more of a speeder or something, so he wouldn't have to walk.
Oh, we had.
I personally prefer a walking.
No. Shuttle is good. It holds stuff, and holding stuff is very good, especially when you find ancient ruins.
I'd say let's send these 2 back, and the 3 of us can. Well, I don't want to speak for you, Jeebus, but I believe Kando and I should probably investigate what these other Force users are up to. They're obviously not Jedi.
You can do that, and I can poke around the ruins. 2 for 1 sounds excellent to me. Besides, Kando looks a bit injured. He may need some repairing.
I don't think he actually hit me.
No,
he
we
didn't.
rewound that.
Oh, okay, because all I remember is 21 points of damage.
Yeah, no, actually, that was rerolled.
The bounty hunter does 5d of damage. I downgrade. So yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys. It's not that far. You guys make it over to the ruins. There's a large set of doors, and they are closed. You've actually passed by 2 bodies, 2 soldiers cut in 2, and so there's no blood on the ground, and pretty sure they're dead.
I'll actually ask Ben. I've been told that Force users are too powerful for us soldiers. If we do encounter one, should I try and help you?
Yes. Well, there's a lot of mystique about us. Some are very powerful and could handle all 3 of us without blinking an eye, but most have moderate skill, and any help would be appreciated.
Yeah. I think he'll hold his blaster and the bayonet like, yes, I'm here. Wonderful.
We might want to proceed with caution.
Of course, caution.
Yes, let's try to.
Especially because the bounty hunter may not be alone.
True.
Well, it looks like he left.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he came with a partner.
Well, the ship will tell you that he jumped to hyperspace and left.
Be careful, Dr. Chippus. Or Libus. You don't have a brother, do you?
Oh, no. I am a single child.
No. I'm not very good at lying.
It's all right. You did your best.
You guys make it over to the ruins, and the door is closed. And there is what looks like a control panel. Actually, no. The control panel, it looks like it's been damaged over the years, and doesn't look like it's functional.
Can I try to troubleshoot it?
Sure, go ahead. Give me computers.
Computers. I'm going to use my slicer gear to... Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big money, big money. Okay. 6, 12, 16 total.
Sorry, what did you get?
16 total.
Oh, you cut out for me. This terminal has been damaged. It looks like some stonework fell on top of it. It's been damaged for a long time. There's no power to it, and without getting access to the inside, you wouldn't be able to open it. But the cameras show that it was opened, and they went through the two figures and the last two soldiers.
Okay, I relay that to my party. It is seems that 2 of the figures and 2 soldiers went through here. I
Well, that's
can't
what the
tell what they are.
administrator told you.
What?
Well, the administrator told you that they went in. So
Oh.
they did go in, but they didn't use the pad, or because it doesn't look like it's been damaged recently. This has been damaged for a while.
So
Yeah, it's broke.
there must be some other way in. Let's look around a little bit, maybe see if we can find some other entrance to this facility.
Couldn't you open it with the Zoom?
Well, possibly. It looks like a pretty hefty door, and I don't like cutting holes in things if I don't have to. But they obviously didn't, so there must be some other way in.
I'm gonna start searching.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah. Is there any, maybe, could we follow some tracks that they left? Trying to follow where they went?
Okay, so Kando, give me a search check. And you looking for tracks or something? Dr. Jeebus, you want to help him?
I can help. I can help either one.
Oh,
I'm looking for like little. Go ahead. Sorry.
So what are you doing, Jeebus?
I'm gonna look for little
Jebus?
Jebus. It's
Yes.
There's one E, not two.
I'm gonna look for holes and various other ways of entering. Possibly like rocks fell and they created a gap.
So, if I'm just letting you first, if you assist someone, you give them advantage, so they get +1. But if
That's what Bib was gonna do, though.
yeah, so this is what I'm just explaining to everyone. So you can give someone a +1. Bim, I would actually like you to roll.
Can 2 people assist and give +2?
No, +1 is
Maximum.
yeah.
Okay.
Now that's what I'm saying. If you want to help Kando, you can either assist him or roll on your own to look for something different. But Bim, I would like you to roll a sense force sense check.
Okay. Uh, 11. So I reach out to try to see what I can feel, whether I get any pulls from the force.
Sorry, just one moment here. Okay, so let's start this. Jeebus, you got a 12 on your search. You were looking for another entrance, and
Yeah, crawly spaces, holes, various sundries of that nature.
okay, Kando, you got a 5 looking for tracks.
Yeah, perception is not my best skill. my best attribute.
Right. It's a rocky area. There's not really a layer of dust. There's a wind that blows through here, so it didn't really. There's no tracks to find. And what did you get on the force sense?
11.
You can feel slight presence of the force here. At the force was used here, but you're not certain exactly what was happening. And Jeebus, you were looking around. You didn't find any openings, but you noticed that with your expertise, the doors were opened. So they're, but not through the control panel. But you can't find a mechanism for opening it. So I don't know if they were pried open or something, but they were recently opened.
I could not find another way in, but it appears that they went through the doors, but not the normal way. Do you have that power?
I can certainly try. I'll reach out and
Because
try
I do not.
to pull the doors apart using the force.
All right. Give me an force alter roll.
Do I burn things on this roll is the question.
As a character point, will give you a +1 dice, and a force point will double your dice rolls.
I know. We're stalling out, so I guess we'll burn. I'll just burn a force point. Just drop the die. All right. That's a 22, but I have a red or a force 1.
So as you getting a little frustrated, I guess, with not being able to get through this, and you reach out and you pry open the doors, which open easily for you. But in reaching out with the force at that point, as you open the doors, you get hit with a backlash of the dark side of the force. You think it's not just the force itself. You think there's an intelligence behind it. This is stronger than you've ever like your masters weren't this powerful. You've never come across a being this powerful. And right now you are actually, it was so traumatic, you actually cut off from the force right now. You're muted.
Bim will stagger back a little bit, panting, breathing heavy, and put his hand on his head, trying to sense, and shake his head. Something in there is very powerful.
Do we need to continue then?
I do not feel safe leaving this for someone to stumble across or for these creatures to reach their goal. We at least need to see if we can discover their means. We'll be fine.
I will stay behind the both of y'all.
I could move ahead a little bit and try to scout, make sure that we don't stumble across any surprises.
I'll have your back.
And I'll have y'all's.
Very reassuring, Dr. Chivas.
Always.
So Pim will take a second to kind of like steady himself, and he'll hold on to his lightsaber, but he's not going to ignite it, and he's going to move ahead of the group just a little bit to kind of scout ahead as quietly as he can.
All right, give me a search check.
Search. All right. That's 20 with a 6 on the force die.
20 with a 6. As you walk into the next chamber, there are doors on, there's hallways on either side, to the left and right, and in front of you is an opening. And you sense you sense a pull towards the hallway on the to the right. Something, yeah, pulling you, maybe not malevolent, but something guiding you, like a gentle push towards the right.
Okay. He will steer himself in that direction. Turn to the right and gesture for the others to kind of like continue to follow, but then he'll maintain his point position.
Do you guys follow?
Yep. Always keeping an eye and making sure the Jedi is safe.
I'm following, though not necessarily watching them, but looking at the walls, checking out the architecture, various sundries of that nature. But keeping a distance.
Yeah, when are we seeing you here?
This room, actually, there is. This room has a terminal as well on both doors, and it just looks like there is some footprints, but it's a lot really messed up right now. It looks like, and actually, there's some. Looks like something was dragged across, like there's a little layer of dust, and dragged over to the right. Something dragged along the ground, but looks like there might be footprints heading further in.
The control panels, do they look busted or do they look functional?
All right, so as the Jedi and the soldier are walking off, you look at the terminal, and it looks like it's a lot better condition, but until you actually access it, you won't know. But it does look undamaged, aged, yes, but not damaged.
Okay, I'm going to access it, or try to access it.
Okay, give me computers roll.
I got the gist of that. Ooh. 17.
Yeah, you managed to access the panel, and that operates a door, but it's also connected to an internal system as well. And you think you can access some basic information through there.
Can I pull up maybe a map of the place?
Yes, you can pull up a map. You don't know how accurate it would be today. This is an original map. Like if there was any cave-in, like or stuff, or any damage to stuff, but you have the original floor plan.
Okay.
This is an entrance, obviously. Down this room here was like the room you're in now was used for sparring and stuff. It looks like it's listed as a common room, but some information said there might have been training in here, like a training room. Down the other corridor, looks like there was some general dormitory of sorts, and maybe a mess hall. Down the way you're going, looks like there's maybe a shrine or a temple or something, a garden. Yeah, it's like a temple garden. And further in, it leads to there was an armory, another dormitory of sorts, different rooms as well, like more maintenance stuff. Then there was more actually says master's chambers further up to the north, and there's several rooms up there.
While I'm going through this on my pad, I'm going to basically pull it up where everybody else can see it, and then pretty much show everybody. Can I tell how old the place is and what it was?
It looks like it
And
was,
who did it was owned by, or what race even?
it looks like it was a training temple. You can't really tell. You're not familiar with the name of the temple, what it is. You'll have to give me
I can roll genealogy.
yeah, xenology roll.
Okay, I can. Hold on.
And yeah, it looks like there's training and stuff. But you not specifically like this is Bothan. Like you don't know what the race would be. But yeah, what do you have for xenology?
I'm figuring that out right now.
Okay.
17.
Yeah, you have no clue what the name is. It was the Varnholme, yeah, the Varnholme training, Varnholme Temple. It's the only thing you can find. You can't really find any information on who would have been here, if it was a specific race or a group. Yeah, you can't figure that out. The only information you managed to get is the name, the master at the time. This was last operational. The master was Lynn Ilian. I'll paste
Uh,
this here.
Yeah, I'm as I'm showing everybody, telling everybody pretty much what you're just saying. Does that ring a bell or anything, or not at all?
Bim can give me, and even Candle can give me a xenology check if they want to.
What now?
Yeah, the other two can give me xenology checks.
Oh, okay.
It's a 10 with a 6 in the force die. Destiny die, whatever that is.
All right, Candle, did you get? Oh, no. Candle, you don't know. Bim, you don't know much about it. You could probably figure out what this was a temple for, because the name Lynn Ilian is the name. You just feel a sense of dread when you hear that name. You don't heard of it, but that name just almost fear when you hear it.
This is not a great place. That name, don't know. I don't know what it is, but do not like it.
Sith?
Perhaps, depending on the age of this. Sith have been dead for 800 years, but this is an old temple.
It is very old. I cannot gather much information on it, and as well as the actual races and whatnot are so ancient that it does not pull up any database or anything of my knowledge. So we are dealing with either a very nice treasure trove or a very, very nice curse or something worse than that.
Even if this is a Sith temple of ancient times, the Jedi would probably be happy to recover any of their artifacts here for study.
Excellent. I am right on that.
Shall we continue?
As long as we can get, say, that bounty off my head?
That would be advisable.
It's a bit hard.
Good.
unless you
It's
deal
not-
with, the ones you stole it from. It's not like the Republic and criminal organizations have open communication. But yeah, so which way are you going to keep heading, the way you were going or a different route?
Keep heading to the right. At least that's where Bim would head.
That was listed as the Temple Garden. So you guys head over to there, and
Unless someone has an objection, that's where, yeah.
I mean, I'd follow the tracks.
And I download all that information to my keypad and whatnot, or my whatever you want to call it, and data pad, and that way we can access it as we go, like for the map and any other thing.
yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you make it over to the temple. Are you going any way, or are you just going to walk straight that way?
We should take precautions and move sneakily.
I mean, Bim would still lead quietly. I don't know if there's if Jeebus found a alternate pass or something to that direction that I was getting the feeling to go.
No, on the map, this is the only way to the. Well, you could go further. You could try going further north and then loop around, but this was the most direct way, the fastest way that you were. But it looked like something was dragged in this direction.
Which way you want? We can go long way or we can go direct route, but
I'd say let's follow in the path. This is something tells me that this is the direction, and to tarry might cause us undue complications.
Yes, indeed it will. I will let y'all lead first. As I push the button and open the door.
This one didn't have a door, so you're gonna head towards the temple, the temple garden.
Yeah, I mean,
So yeah, you head down the hallway, and you're going stealthy, or you're just gonna walk. Okay.
Stealth.
yeah. Bim always is going to try to lead stealthy if he can.
All right. Give me a stealth check.
Okay. Uh, 19. That's a bad roll.
That's actually pretty good. 19.
I had 2 2s, a 1, and a 3 in there.
Difficult would have been a 20 for target number.
I get 6 dice for stealth.
Okay.
So
You guys should stop making Kando go stealthfully.
I was gonna head ahead of everyone. That was the whole plan. Like I lead, and they follow when I see that things are clear. So, but however you guys want to work that.
And how is Jebus in his stealth?
Oh, Jebus got a whole whopping 8 out of 3d6.
Yeah, I think we do follow you behind, but still, we're way too bad at this.
Yeah, for a soldier, you're not good at stealth. Yeah, you're more. You're not one of the soldiers who would be out. You're more like guard a base sort of thing, not move around. Because you just twisted your ankle, you got a disadvantage on your next roll.
So that's a -1 die.
-1 die, yeah. The next
Okay.
roll you do.
Bim would look back and like shake his head, like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, you can hear them. They don't even have to roll. So you make your way. You don't hear the Jedi at all. He's just like he's not wearing big combat boots or anything. He's wearing cloth shoes. So he just tiptoes his way over into the garden, and this area is a little overgrown. And as you give me a search check, just Bim.
19 with a 6 on the force die.
As you walk in, you see 2 figures trying to hide in some of the overgrown garden here, but you can instantly see the emblem. They are Republic soldiers, and they appear they're hurt, but they don't appear bleeding. You can tell that they are subject to like lightsabers, but they don't look like they were killed. So if they probably weren't considered a threat.
So they're alone in this room?
They are alone, but you are not being drawn towards them. You're being drawn to something in the center, but it looks like it's overgrown right now. You can't see what it is, but that's where you're being guided to.
I think Bim would gesture in the direction where the soldiers are to the doctor and Kando, and then he would continue, though, carefully towards the center area, just following his senses.
Do you say anything when you walk in?
I think he would put his hand up to his mouth, like, try to tell him be quiet as he continues to move silently forward.
They get a little nervous when they see you at first, and they sort of hold up their guns, but don't look like any condition to fight you. Only one of them holds up a gun. But then when Kando comes in and Jeebus, they put the gun down. So Jeebus and Kando, you go take a look at them, and one of them, his hand is partially sliced through, and his leg. The other one, he has a hole in his stomach, but they've all been cauterized as well. Pretty sure lightsabers. And it looks like they're stable, but they're going to need medical assistance. But they're more or less.
So there are 2 of them.
Yes. And they recognize you. They don't know specifically you, but they recognize you wearing. They are Republic soldiers, as you are. All right. So, Bim, as you're making this way to this overgrown area, what do you do?
Move quietly, but as I move forward, I'm going to see if I can reach out with my senses, see if the force has returned to me to kind of prod out.
Well, give me a knowledge willpower.
Knowledge willpower, okay.
And you have advantage on an extra +1.
Okay. All right. was a 14 with a 6 on the force die.
I think David asked this before. I think you can actually get multiple. It says advantages, so you probably can get multiple ones as well. Multiple advantages. Someone asked me that before. I said no, but it says advantages, plural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. So as you make your way, you feel your connection to the force return, and from this overgrown patch, you can sense something strong. Well, it started off weak, but it looks like it's getting stronger but on the light side of the force. Stronger, and in the distance you can sense that presence you felt before, the dark side. But if you continue pushing on the force right now, you will be able to sense more, or you can keep it like if you continue reaching out, or you can keep it like more local, I guess.
I think at the point right now, Ben would be more focused on the area in the room, the emanating the light side, trying to maybe prod at that a little bit, but not necessarily like wanting to reach out too much. He doesn't want to alert any other force users to his presence yet.
Right. So you reach through, pull away some of the overgrown vines and foliage, and your hand reaches in and you come into contact with a metal cylinder.
Okay. I will scoop up the cylinder. Is it something that looks familiar to me, or?
Oh yes, it is. The design is foreign, but it is a lightsaber.
I'll look it over, see if anything stands out, any markings or anything that might mark it, or if it appears to be of a perhaps superior make to the one I currently wield, or...
I know this is a D6 system, but give me a D8.
Okay, let me first find my... No. Sorry, my D&D dice were further away. D8. Okay. 6.
It's actually a little smaller than what you are. You're pretty sure it is a lightsaber, but it's a little shorter. It's actually a Shoto saber. If it worked, it would be -1 dice damage, but +2 to parry.
Ooh. Ooh. +2 to parry. That's mighty tempting. I think he'll put it on his...
Well, actually, give me another D6 roll.
D6 roll. 3.
You find that the at the hilt is a little weird. You've seen some people have had double-bladed lightsabers that separate, and they have like a magnetic socket in the hilt. This one is actually a little different. It actually looks like it will hold on to your lightsaber. So you would have essentially a double-bladed lightsaber, or you would have 2 of them. But mechanically, you can make 2 attacks with an action, whether you fight with them together or not. I'm just giving you an option.
Okay.
And give me another D8.
Okay. 7.
It is. Do you light it?
I think he would. I think he'd be curious as to the make and like the origin of it. So lighting it would give him quite a bit of information.
All right. So what happens? So you pull out this short cylinder and you realize it is a Shoto saber. It looks like you probably could attach it to yours. It also is very light. You think, and you look at the ignition. The ignition on it, you look like you can trigger it with the force, like turn it on. So you don't have to. Most of the lightsabers, you have to hold the button down. This one looks like you can hold it down with the force. It has a force ignition. It's called.
Okay.
And when you light it, you happen to roll the one number.
Yeah.
It is a purple blade that you've not seen before.
I look very curiously at this. Like I've never seen one, and I'll kind of flow it around in my hands a little bit, just to like kind of see the balance, see how I like the feel of it. And I think I will, at the time, he will put his old lightsaber away for now and favor this one, but he will put the force back into it to unignite it so that it's not giving off this very distinct glow.
Yeah. So if you want to use both of them, then you will get this. Your lightsaber does 4 dice of damage.
Yeah.
This one does 3 dice of damage, but if you wield at least this one, even if you wield both, you'll get the +2 to parry. And
okay.
if you wield both of them, you'll be able to make 2 attacks with an action at no penalty, unless you do a second action and then you can hit another 2 times.
Okay. So if I can attach them together, but if I'm using this as a Shoto side of it, I get the +2.
Oh no, sorry.
Parry, or if I attach them, then it's the double bladed.
Mechanically double bladed, but I will allow you to fight with them separate and still get the 2 attacks.
So currently, I'm gonna just leave it as the Shoto out because he recognizes like the balance of it, that he'd have a better chance of blocking attacks, and for now, he feels that like as he's traversing this, anyways, he's gonna focus on that in case someone gets a drop on him, sort of a thing.
Yeah, and to be clear, if you did wield both of them and fought with them, you would still get the +2 parry.
Oh, nice. Okay. Wow.
Just think of it, it's a Shoto, so it's an fighting wise, it's an offhand weapon. So I'm giving you the extra attack with it for free, but you can fight with it as your primary or as your secondary weapon. But yeah, it's up to you. It's just a little lighter than your current than your main lightsaber, but because it's a little smaller and a smaller blade.
All right, cool.
All right, so the soldiers asked, "You must be the replacement." Sorry, we were just these 2 figures just came walking in. They walked right past us. We were on guard. The other 2, Horo and Crick, were on guard duty, and they were just cut down. Oh, my name is Miri, and this is Jinnah, and we were inside, and when we saw what happened, we went after them, and they had lightsabers, and they threw them at us, but they kept walking in. I think they didn't care what happened to us, and I dragged Jinnah into here. Just picked a random room and dragged her in. The door was closed.
Did you happen to see any clothing?
See any what?
Clothes. What were they wearing?
And what did they look like, too?
I don't know. We only saw them from the back, but they were wearing black robes, hooded robes.
Yeah, I'll turn at them black robes. Does that say anything?
Basically, so they were hooded robes, but at the waist they were tied down, and they were more like a tabard. so there was a front and back piece to it. So they still had mobility, like their legs weren't constricted in a robe. So it was like a battle robe, if that's such a thing. But yeah, I couldn't get a look at their face if they were human or Bothan.
Do Jedi's have specific robes? Do you recognize anything then?
They didn't look like. Well, since there's another person out here playing with a lightsaber, they'll say it doesn't look. They didn't look like his robes. They had lightsabers. That's all I only know Jedi having lightsabers.
What were the colors of the lightsabers?
Red.
Yes, those beings do not answer to the council. If they were Jedi, they've strayed from that path.
Two of them, you said.
Yes.
2 Force users against 1.
Luckily, I am not alone.
I will follow you. This is my mission.
You
And I
will
will keep it.
You will do great, Kendo. And with the doctor here, might push the tide in our favor. Is there
any way you can help them, Chibis?
Look down at the two. Do you all have any medical supplies?
They used up all their medical supplies.
Does it look like they're just stabilized enough that we're good?
They are stable. They do need medical treatment. As I said, one of them has their legs slashed and their hand slashed. That he can't walk. So she can't walk and she can't use her hand. It's just hanging, like barely hanging on. So they sort of like wrapped it up just to keep it from falling off. And the other one has a hole in his gut, but it's cauterized, so he's stable for now. But
It doesn't look like they can move.
well, he dragged her into here because the door was closed. He said, if someone opened the door and made sure that it was safe, they would leave.
Yes, go to the ship.
Well,
Yes, we have a shuttle. You can take the shuttle back to the ship.
first, what weaponry do you guys have? Kendo got here with minimal equipment. He may need something stronger if you have anything you think would help him.
Let's see.
What is heavier than a heavy blast?
A blaster rifle, heavy blaster rifle.
Grenades?
So they have one working heavy blaster rifle. One working blaster rifle.
That's a 5D. Yeah.
5D of damage, and that's all it does.
Okay.
And the other one isn't working because when the hand was sliced, it was cut as well. They have it, but it's not. The power cell is completed. And if you want, Jin's medium armor is still more or less intact. If you want to take it off of her and put it on, it'll give you an extra soak, but a -1 to your dodge.
No, I think I'm fine. I prefer dodging.
Not sure that the female's armor would fit you very well. Either, anyways, Kendo, you're not that slight.
Well, she's big.
Huh.
She was the one with the. No, sorry. She was her heavy blaster rifle. Sorry, her blaster rifle is the one that.
You'll be glad to know, Master Jedi, that our armors are fit for both sexes.
Yeah, you see she had actually a heavy blaster rifle. It's a larger version of the other one, but hers is damaged.
Yeah, I'll trade the weapon so she doesn't go with nothing. I'll give her what I have and take what she has.
Well, hers is damaged. The other guy has the blaster rifle, so you could trade your blaster.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the better one and give the one that I have so that they still have something.
Did I give you the heavy blaster before?
The heavy
Yeah.
blaster pistol is what you gave.
Yeah. So basically, you get +1 damage, and you with the rifle.
So now I'm at 5D.
Yeah.
5D, yeah, for damage.
Okay.
Everything else is the same.
Is there another exit, or was this room like a dead end?
There was, but it's caved in, like some rocks fell over. I will give you guys not a thermal detonator. I'll give you guys 2 frag grenades. They do 3D damage to every target in short range. So you throw it, and then they do short range damage.
You too.
I'll ask them before. Do you know what's in here? Why did they come here?
We've never been in here before.
So you have no idea why they would come here.
No, we were still new to this planet. We were setting up a defensive, more of a listening post, and soon the Republic was going to send a larger ship that would make a proper base, and then from there they would have worried about the ruins, because right now it's the location is of crucial importance. So from here we can spy on the huts and other criminal organizations as well.
Well, I think if you guys head back to the ship, we will investigate further.
All right, so you escort them back to the main chamber, open the door. You can open it from the inside. Actually, it's still probably propped open. The Force pulled it open.
Yeah, Bim wouldn't have had the power to shut it at that point anyways.
Yeah, so, but you could shut it if you wanted to. You can access the controls on the inside now. But you left it open. They went out and you communicate with the ship. I think you told them to go up into orbit. They're going to come back down, pick up their 2 soldiers, then fly back up. And you guys make your way further in now. The question is, do you guys want to take a break? You do? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll take
Yeah, I definitely need one.
we'll say 20 minutes, so half past. We'll try, and then we'll go basically final battle and stuff like that. We're almost done.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if everyone's here before that, 15 minutes, but yeah, no more than 20.
Yep, cool.
And yeah. All right, everyone, we're just going to take a break and see you soon. Oh, there we go.
Yo,
Everybody.
yo, yo.
Yo, 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 yo.
I had to work on my creation.
I did
Is
too.
that blue milk?
Pretty much.
Mine is definitely not like Bill's.
Mine's probably quite a bit more alcoholic than yours.
A lot more alcohol. I can guarantee you mine's probably got a lot more caffeine in it, though.
Yeah, there's no caffeine in this one.
Yeah.
I got a big container of water.
Well, I have that too. So,
That's small.
but I'm like, man, I hadn't had my crazy little healthy drink mixture since this morning. So,
I got 40 ounces of 40 fluid ounces of water. I finished one. Now this is on my second one.
oh, there you go. It's always good to dehydrate. And by the way, as I was mixing this puppy together, the news was on, and I overheard it. And yeah, pretty much me and Bill are in the same boat. Apparently today was 81 here. So, yay, spring. Oh yeah, that's next weekend, right? Spring forward on all that. Change clocks.
I think so. Oh, yeah. Saturday night to Sunday morning, it's daylight savings time change.
We lose that hour.
Yay.
Okay. So you guys make your way through the facility. Some areas were closed off, and you make your way through. You can follow the tracks that those cloaked figures took, because as I said, there was a layer of dust in some cases. So make your way, and now pretty sure they're making their way to what were part of the master's quarters, master's chambers on the map. So how would you like to approach it?
Cautiously.
I think we stumble around and make a lot of noise.
Yes, woo! It's a party. I'll pull out that little flute and start playing. Doot, 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 doot.
So that's what's going to happen. But how do you plan on it? Because plan on going quietly, and then you guys make noise.
I think the normal Bim goes ahead.
Every time I try to go stealthily, it just
Oh, so you're going to plan for noise, and it's going to end up quiet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. Reverse psychology. That's our game plan.
Tell Kando to go in and make lots of noise. All right. So yes,
Stealth rolls.
Let's do the stealth rolls if you want to. If you don't want to do a stealth roll, say I don't want to do a stealth roll.
I do, because I just rolled 16 and my force dice is a 6.
I mean, Bim would try to head out ahead of everyone else to start with, just so, whatever. And that's a 21.
Kando, you got a 1 on the force die, and you rolled very low.
You got an 8? It's not horrible.
No, better than before.
oh no, I had to roll again because I forgot I had a disadvantage.
Oh,
no.
So I rolled a 6. No ones though.
Where'd you get a disadvantage at?
Because last time I had a 1 on the destiny die.
He
Oh.
sprained his ankle stealthing into the garden.
Since we were in this other room, is there any way to repair that or no?
It's fine now. He just had to use it a bit. That's why.
Oh, okay.
It's not a sprain. Like you twist your ankle a bit. You just move it around a bit, and then it gets better.
AKA, walk it off, son.
Yeah, walk
From
it off.
8 to 6, the difference is not much, so it's garbage anyway.
Well, the stealth check was difficulty 5. No, actually, I was just pulling up the perception. All right, let's see what they get.
I mean, if I do see that I'm making too much noise and that the others are stealthy,
Yeah,
maybe I'll try to.
that's me basically. And
Maybe
he's
I'll
stuck
try
in
to
between both of us.
make them
So
see they see me, and then so that they think I'm alone. Maybe try and take advantage of my noisiness.
So, what did Bim get again?
21.
So, Bim, you walk in, and you can give me a search check
Okay.
for the lay of the area.
It was just a 16, but the 6 on the force die.
All right. As you walk in, you see that the two of them have their backs towards you. They are in front of a, I guess, sarcophagus is probably the only word you can think of, because it has. You can sense that force that you were sensing, that really malevolent force, is coming from inside that sarcophagus, and they look like they are uh, trying to open it right now. And they have, yeah. So it looks like it is slowly opening right now. So they don't seem to notice you. So you move off to the side a bit while you're getting a look around, and Kando walks in. Uh, he doesn't hurt himself again, but he's clanking in his armor. He's not designed for stealth. So he makes noise, and if they notice him, they haven't acknowledged it. And Jabus, you come in and you find. So the way I'm picturing, Bim, you went off to the left side as you came in to get a look, and you realize what you're seeing. Kanda walks in straight through the center and doesn't really, he's not trying to hide. Jibus, you decide you're going to move. If they will be seen, you want to be on the opposite side. So you went the other way, the right side. And there is metal box that's there, like a large box, and or it could be furniture. You don't really know. You haven't seen anything like it, and you find a good spot to hide behind it.
Kendo will say, "Identify yourselves. This is Republic territory."
awesome.
All right. Are you trying to intimidate them?
I mean, he can try, but he's definitely not intimidating.
All right. Intimidate is a strength check. So give me an intimidate strength check.
8.
8.
Yeah.
I don't think. Let me see. I don't even think they're going to fail that. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, he's more trying to make them notice him, hoping that they'll focus on him so that the two others will have the advantage of surprise.
All right. Everyone give me a perception check, initiative. It's not a skill check, so don't worry about the force die. Okay.
I'm too interested in the box. Oh, Kando is too.
So what happens is right now so Kando, you step up, trying to get their attention, and a lightsaber. They don't turn around, but a lightsaber comes flying around. Where's my numbers here? Now, what is your dodge? Your dodge is a 13, so this lightsaber comes flying around, but you just move out of the way. Another one comes flying around at you, and it does hit you. Oh boy, that's not good. Uh, you are unconscious. You've taken out of 30 points of 30 points to death. You've taken 22, so that's beyond your wound. You are unconscious as a lightsaber cuts right through you. So you're 22 wounds right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought would happen.
Yeah, so 22 out of 30. So you have 8 more hit points left before you're dead. I roll. Yeah, well, let's just put it this way. There's a 6 and a 5 in those, at least in those rolls.
Yeah, I mean the max was 30, right? You rolled.
Does the soak takes out of something?
Oh no, this is armor piercing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Pierce armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bim, I think Kando got his answer.
Yeah. Seeing that, I think he's gonna let hopefully Dr. Jeebus help Kando. I'm gonna let Jeebus do the healing, and Bim's gonna head in. Both lightsabers ignited, and gonna move into assault. He's gonna focus on one, just try to like even the odds. All right. So, what is this? A melee roll?
Yeah. So if you're gonna attack with a lightsaber, are you fighting with both of them?
Yeah, I have both of them ignited. I'm going to go in and ignite. Now You said I can use both of them. I know the Shoto gets a -1, or am I like?
No. You still because you get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Per action. You're a 5th level fighter.
Yeah.
D&D term. You roll your full attack for them. The damage is just is 3 instead of 4.
Doesn't matter which one I hit.
Well, the first one, yeah. If you hit, so roll for the first one. If you hit, that's your primary weapon for damage.
Okay.
With the second one, then it's 1 less.
Just like we would with an offhanded weapon.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. 15 is my first attack.
Which one are you attacking?
Right. I don't know if there was differentiation. We lost Kando.
Yeah, he's unconscious anyway.
Yeah, right. I was just gonna target one and aim to like.
Okay, so yeah, just pick left or right, and then I'll know.
I'll start on. You said I went to the left.
Yeah.
So I'll start on the left one.
Okay, so go to hit.
I had rolled. What did I roll there? A 15 was my first hit.
As you move up to swing at it, at this figure, the hand comes up, lightsaber ignites, but not fast enough, and you manage to slice into him. So roll the full damage, the 4.
4 dice on this one. That is 8, 11, 16 points of damage.
Sorry, was I muted?
Yeah, I didn't hear after I said 16 points of damage.
You drop the first one with that hit,
All
and
right.
he falls down, or it falls down. You don't know. You can't.
Yeah.
And the second one, you go to hit.
My the purple blade swings out at the second one, and that would be well, it's a 15 to hit with a 6 on my force.
This one gets their lightsaber up in time to block it, but because they're distracted, you think you found a way to hit to maybe bypass. So you get an extra dice of damage. Sorry, a +1 to melee next time.
Okay, cool. That works.
All right, but yeah, you only said you were going to attack one, so
Yeah. He's Moore was aiming to distract him and give maybe Jeebus time to get Kando back in the fight.
right. So what was the initiative?
They're the same.
They were the same. Okay, so no death saving throws. So Jeebus, are you going to do anything?
Seeing Kendo down. Can I make it to him?
Yeah, you can make it to him if you want.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make it to him and dig through his pack and pull out his 2 med packs. You do have a survival pack, right, Kendo?
No, he doesn't.
He does not.
He's the only one who doesn't have one. Yeah,
He blows.
he was
You
given
have 6,
everything.
dude. Just pull out.
I know. So I pull out my stash, and so you roll medicine, and I got to roll a 10 or higher. Is that what that is?
Oh, you're making me look up information on something that was never done with the other group.
Yeah, I didn't actually see like a check thing.
Well, it's under med pack in the little box.
Okay.
It says
So,
TN. What now?
Yeah, your target number's 10.
Okay.
Your target number. So roll a
Oh, to remove a wound. Okay.
You don't have a medical kit, do you?
No, that was too expensive.
No, they're just the med packs.
All right. So give me yeah. Now hold on. I got a question before you roll. Dave, are you there?
Yep.
All right. I think I'm losing video. Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
Okay, sorry. There. Never mind. Okay. All right. So here's what you can do. You can do one action. Okay. Or you can choose to do multiple actions. So for every additional action, well, quick question: what's your dexterity?
My dexterity is. I get my mouse to work right. 2d6.
All right, so you can do.
But I do have agility now.
No. So your dexterity's 2. That means you could do 3 actions at the most if you want to. What that would mean is your medicine checks will be at -2. All 3 of your medicine checks will be at -2.
Okay.
What is your medicine skill at with knowledge or whatever it is?
Well, I'm not that kind of doctor.
Yeah, it's a tech check. So
my tech check is 3D.
So you have 3, and what's your medicine at?
Nothing.
Okay, there is no way you can take 2 dice down and get it. You need to leave. So, do you want to chance and do 2 actions, but you'll be rolling 2d6, and you have to get 10. On average, you would get a 7.
So curiosity as to like he took 22 damage or whatever before.
I know. Is there any way to
Is that equal to wounds or?
Oh yeah, he took 21 wounds.
Oh well, there's no way I can heal him then.
That's true. The most you could do is 2 a round if you're lucky.
Oh,
I just realized that.
I mean, I got 6 med packs.
that seems crazy.
Yeah, you don't have enough med packs.
It does not seem like that's how it works. I don't know.
Okay, you know what? I will I will say one of them will bring him back to stabilize him because he is right now unconscious. So you could
Okay.
do one check to stabilize him,
Okay.
and he has where I'm looking wrong sheet.
So hold on, like just reading it. Says when a combatant suffers an amount of damage greater than their stamina dice, they gain a wound. E.g.,
Yeah.
a combatant with 3d stamina die who takes 5 damage gains 1 wound. Wound stack, so like if he gets hit again, it would be
So
an
what
additional
page? What page are you on?
18 under wounded. Wounds can be removed through the use of med packs, but naturally heal at a rate of 1 per day. So he has 1 wound. He might have fallen unconscious because of.
Well, okay. So wound. Okay. When a combatant suffers an amount of damage greater than their stamina dice, they gain a wound. But if you look under unconscious, when a combatant takes a wound beyond their threshold, gains a wound beyond their threshold equal to their strength dice, or suffers an amount of damage equal to 3 times their stamina. 3 times the stamina was 15. He took 22,
Okay.
right? So he automatically became unconscious.
Yeah. So he's unconscious, but he only has 1 wound.
1 wound. Yeah.
So
I
he
thought
could.
the damage. Okay, I'm seeing how. So it doesn't matter how much damage is done then.
Yeah.
No.
No, the amount of damage just determines how bad. So if it was like very light damage, he's stunned. Moderate
Okay.
damage, he's wounded. Pretty bad damage, unconscious. Severe, he'd be dead. So he was knocked down, but he still has 1 wound.
Okay.
All
cool.
right. So that makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've
So I
taken
can't healing.
1 wound.
But then how do you stack wounds?
On the next turn, like if you just got stunned or whatever, or if you just got wounded, that's 1 wound. You still have your because I can take up to 4. You can take up to 5. So if no one healed you, you're at a -1 die, but you have 1 wound. You're still up. Here, you only took 1 wound, but it was a really bad one, so it knocked you out. So if he,
Yeah, enough damage could have killed you.
Yeah,
it's even actually better to get somehow wounded and then unconscious on the same round than because you
Depending
only
on
need
your
1 med pack.
Yeah, but depending on your enemy, though, I mean, if it's like a critter that wants to chomp you for food, then you're toast.
Here's the thing: if he can take 15, he can take 30 damage. I only did 22. It is entirely possible that I could one shot. Well, I'll definitely one shot the doctor. Because the doctor only has 3, so 6 wounds.
And there's a chance you could do it to me because mine's 24.
So what happened? So here's the thing: you have 1 out of 15 wounds, but you happen to be unconscious. Now, the doctor can heal you. If you get healed, then you're at 0 wounds.
Well, let me double check the wound threshold. Either way, I'd roll the heal, see what happens there.
Yes, and unconscious is regained after the wound is healed.
I made it. It is 12.
Okay, so you are now at 0 out of 15 wounds.
And I am going to take...
And you are also conscious.
So is it like I'm fresh?
Yes, you're healthy.
Like the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is this depends on the roll, or this is just as long as it...
Okay.
If it succeeds, I'm just fresh.
If something hits you, you reduce your damage, well, except by a lightsaber, and you might just be stunned, so you didn't take any wounds. You took damage, yes, but it doesn't matter how much damage you take. Well, it does, but you took a wound, but you also went unconscious. You're lucky you didn't just die. So you were healed for that 1 wound, so you are now conscious. So you're at 0 wounds. So you're healthy, ready to fight.
Cool. Okay.
All right, which makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
And then
Okay,
having to
this-
use 22 med packs.
yeah.
Yeah, otherwise
right.
there's no
I-
way to heal
I
someone.
played this once. The DM did it different. I ran it once and I ran it wrong. So this is
Well,
my second time
that's
running it.
this is Matt's system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I
can always
talk to
ask
Matt
him though.
later. Yeah, but right now you're healed. You have no wounds.
Okay, but since he healed me, and then technically it's my turn right after that. Does my turn mean
Oh yeah,
like
you can
I'm
go right
coming
now.
back to life? Because I'd be fine with
Yeah,
that.
you well, yeah,
Using
you
my
were yeah.
turn just to
No,
waking up.
You wake up. You can fight.
Can I skitter away back to my little hidey hole or no?
No, you only took the one action.
Okay.
If you had said, "I want to move there, heal, and move back," you would
Then
have
it would have
taken
been
three.
-1 though.
yeah, one
you
one
would
less
have-
dice.
Yeah, you would have one less dice to heal him, but you would have been able to move.
Yeah, that would have not went well. I
So-
rolled a 1 and a 3. Nope.
So theoretically, you could move 3 times and not. There's no penalty. You could move 3 times. Your character.
Yeah.
Well, what's your dex again? 2.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can move 3 times, 4 times actually. So you can move, do an action, and move 2 more. So you can move 4 times if you really want to. But yeah, you did your action. You're done. So it is now Kando's turn. You're getting up, and what are you gonna do?
I mean, for RP wise, I think after getting almost killed by this lightsaber and getting back to life somehow, my whole turn is just
Med packs, maybe.
going up and then touching myself like, oh, I'm still alive. Okay.
You see the
And that's
doctor
it.
over you.
Yeah, I see the doctor and I'm like, okay, I'm alive. This is good. This is good. I don't think I have the mental to do anything else for now.
Okay, so that's fine. You can move. So you're gonna stay where you are. So you get up. All right, and the one that is down stays. Oh, how do? Okay, sorry. Now we can go back. How much damage do you remember doing again? You did 17, I believe. Damage, Bill.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I did. I think 16 or 17 on the first one.
Well, in either case,
Just stunned, probably.
okay. He went down. You did 1 wound.
Okay. So he's. And then it was saying here that a character who can sustain a number of wounds equal to their strength dice code before becoming unconscious, e.g., a combatant with 2d strength becomes unconscious after gaining their 3rd wound. So,
Yeah, but you did enough damage to make them unconscious.
yeah, no, that's fine. I was just clarifying because you only have another wounds equal to your strength code. The wound threshold determines like 1 hit damage. So I only have a strength. I can only take 2 wounds, and on the 3rd wound, I go down, even though I have a 4 for my wound threshold.
So as soon as you take 4 damage, you drop.
No, once I take 4 wounds. So once
Yeah.
I'm wounded for me, once I'm wounded 3 times, I drop.
Oh, I thought you had 4.
I have a 4 for my wound threshold, but according to the rules here, it uses your strength dice code, not your wound threshold one. The wound threshold.
Oh no, that's you're
Is
talking about
to
on the character sheet, right?
Yeah, so the wound threshold determines whether you're stunned, wounded, unconscious, or dead outright. Your strength code determines how many times you can take a wound before you're
And
down.
where do you see that?
That is on 18 under wounded.
Okay, wound stack. That's a lot easier. Having 15 wounds is a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have actually. What's your strength? You only have 1 wound, Jebus.
Yeah, so he could take one wound, and then on the second one, he's down.
So it doesn't really matter. He's not going to be stunned, wounded, unconscious. He's dead.
Well, no, if he takes one wound, he could still be stunned or unconscious. It's on the second wound he dies because it says strength, number of wounds equal to your strength before becoming unconscious.
Oh,
So
okay.
the EG says a combatant with a 2D strength becomes unconscious after gaining their third wound.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm 1D.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have one wound. As soon as you pass that, you're gone. Okay, so you are actually at 3 wounds, correct? For Bim?
I have 2. If I take my third, like I can have
Okay.
2. On my third one, I drop.
All right, and what's your strength, Kando?
My strength is 4.
Okay, so you could take 4 wounds. Okay,
Yeah,
Now let
4
me-
and still be awake.
right. This makes a lot more sense. All right, let me pull up the bad guys and let me make sure. Let me double check a few things.
All right. Sorry to be the rules lawyer, but I was
No,
like,
no. This is actually we're learning.
yeah.
Okay.
So when he took those 20 that 22 hit, would he have?
He went unconscious,
Oh, he did go unconscious though.
but he didn't. And
It's like there's 2 systems because there's the wound
Well,
system
okay.
and then the damage system.
It's the damage. Yeah,
Kinda.
the damage dictates how severe the wound would be. It could be a stun, a wound, knock them unconscious, or kill them outright. It depends how the damage depends on how severe it is. But your wounds, you have 1 wound, 2 wounds, and 4 wounds, and they have their own amounts. So right now he took 1 wound. He
well,
Yeah, I think maybe wounds is like when you're stacking damage. You take a lot of little damage and it counts
Yes.
a
yeah.
lot of
For
wounds.
example,
Or you can take one huge damage and it's 1 wound, but the wound is a lot more severe than the others.
So yes, so
Sounds
he
about
could
right.
take. Well, Jebus can't take too much. If he doesn't die outright, he's at maximum wound, but he'll be unconscious in his case. Oh no, your unconscious is at 3, right?
Yeah, I think so. Is
Right.
what
So
we
as long as
gathered.
you odds are, let's put it this way, you're gonna go unconscious. Let's go to Bim. Bim,
Yeah.
you can take 2 wounds, but you have 4 stamina, so you still have a 12. If you don't take more than 12 damage, you won't go unconscious. 12 damage in 1 hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
So you were pretty good on that. So you probably won't go unconscious. But yeah, you can only take 2 hits.
Yep.
Kando, you can take 4 hits, but you have a 15. You hit 15, you go unconscious. Okay. So I guess damage dictates how severe the wound is.
Yeah.
I think is the easiest way to explain it.
Yeah. Because there's not many wounds in the game, like really. So, and even according to the way it's written, the unconscious effect from that hit doesn't give him a wound, but he would have to be healed before he comes out of being unconscious anyways.
Oh,
So
but he would still take. Wouldn't he still take? So he didn't take a wound then.
no, he would not have taken a wound. It doesn't matter because it would have been healed in this case. But according to the rules there, it says a combatant only suffers 1 effect per attack, e.g.
Right.
a combatant who
Okay.
takes enough
So
to
he-
suffer a wound wouldn't be stunned as well.
Unconscious counts as a wound, but like it's healed by healing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy you took down is at 0 wounds, but he's unconscious.
Yes.
Okay, that works. So Skanda was not at. It was at 0 out of 4, but he was unconscious and needed to be healed regardless.
Correct. And the only reason why I think that really matters is if someone were to attack a downed combatant.
Well, yeah, Kando could have been hit, and then second round go unconscious and get healed for both of those effects.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really make sense. How can you be unconscious and not be wounded?
Well, it's like someone maybe hit you over the back of the head, sort of a thing, and knocked you out. Like it's not enough to like be
It's,
life threatening.
it's an abstract system.
Yeah.
It's wounds are not. You can view them how you want, but you're probably just getting banged up and until you die, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, if you get 4 wounds, you go unconscious. I guess, right? No.
For him, it would be 5. Yeah.
That's what. Sorry. Once he hits 5, he goes unconscious.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't have the character sheets in front of me, so I don't have all that.
No, for sure.
Okay. So we were going.
I think Kanda got healed. I don't think he did any actions yet.
He didn't want to do any actions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was just
My action is to stand there and
okay.
be
Right.
happy that I'm alive.
And then I think they had started off
Right.
by
So the one that's unconscious will remain unconscious, and the one next to him will do. Okay, let me try something here. All right. The one who was not paying attention to you was still standing, turns around. He does some force thing on the unconscious one, and then gives him a kick, and nothing happens. He doesn't. And then he looks over at you, Bim, who's right. You're right in front of him, and he will do.
Sorry, what's up?
Yeah, sorry. He's going to. I need you to make. Let's do a. Let's do a dodge. What's your dodge at?
My dodge is only a 12. I'm more parry related.
He stands up. He looks. Oh, you know what? I will allow you to parry. What's your parry?
16.
So he reaches down, tries to do something with the unconscious one, and then kicks him. And then he holds his other hand out to you, and a bluish, purplish energy erupts from it. But you manage to hold up your lightsaber, and your lightsaber managed to deflect it out of the way. And it is now your turn. His lightsaber is in his hand, so you can.
So he will calmly step forward to this one. There is no passion. There is serenity. And he will swing his blades. Oh. All right. 10, 14 was my roll for my first attack, which I don't think does it.
Well, let me see. I have to see what his number is. That's right. You said 14 to hit with the lightsaber?
Yeah.
He deflects that easily.
All right. And he will... Oh, wait. I got a +1 from the last one because I got a 6 on my other one.
So roll again.
You want me to roll the whole thing again or just roll one more die?
Just roll the one more die.
That makes it an 18 now.
He's a little surprised, and you managed to get past. You figured out a little weakness in his stance. He's probably not going to let it by again, so he managed to get past his lightsaber.
Sorry about that. I just recalled.
Oh, no problem. That was a long round.
All right. And 8, 9, 14 points of damage.
Okay, 14. And since I don't have all their numbers, 14.
It's okay.
So what is unconscious again? Times.
Unconscious is 3 times the wound threshold.
And you did how much damage?
I rolled 14.
All right, so he takes a wound.
Okay. And then as that one hits, the purple saber's already coming back in. I'm going to use a character point to add a die to this roll.
Okay.
17.
That is a hit.
All right, so now just 3 die because it's the purple one. Ugh. That is a 6.
All right. Okay. What is that is,
If I beat the wound threshold, he's just
and the wound
stunned.
threshold is the stamina, correct?
Wound threshold is the stamina plus strength, I believe, right? No.
Is this
Yeah, it's stamina plus strength, I think, yeah. Or the wound threshold was the times 3 thing?
Well, the basic number, I think, is just stamina plus strength, because isn't your stamina roll always your skill is always your base plus that one? So I could be doing all my calculations for...
Hold on. Let's back up to that.
This just says stamina. If it's greater than or equal to the stamina, it's stunned. But it is the stamina stat. Isn't that calculated strength plus stamina?
Okay, hold on. Where is it? Skill checks. Combat. Okay. Okay. So if it is less than or equal to his stamina, and you did how much? 6 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like it didn't even phase him.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Sorry, I just had to get that chart back up because I'm going through PDF pages. But
Yeah, no, I've got that one flipping back and forth
yeah,
too.
when I run this in person, I'm going to have character sheets so I can at least look at the character sheet and know
Yeah.
and make sure all the character sheets have that information. Okay, so it looks like you phase them a little, but you don't look like you actually did any damage, I guess.
I'm happy with 1 wound in a round. That's good because now he's at -1 die.
He's a -2
Oh, is he?
because he was stunned and wounded.
Well, I only got 1 hit in, so he can only be one of them.
Well, he had 1 wound from before. You hit him with the other.
Oh,
You hit him with 2 attacks.
okay.
He took 1 wound already, and now he took now.
Oh, the second one stunned him? I thought the second one
Yeah.
didn't do any damage.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying. It didn't do any damage.
Just
there's
stunned him.
So yeah. So you basically he's at
Okay, so -2.
Yeah, he's at -2 right now, just for the next turn. Okay. So now we go back to the medic. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with this. If I get my camera working, I can get that mic working. So, all right, Doctor, it's your turn. Or you can delay and let Kando go first. All right, so no, as soon as he has an opportunity, he's going to run back into his hiding spot.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
You fire or just run and hide?
Did they play? Did they get their turn?
Oh, they went. Yeah, he went already. It's
Oh yeah, they tried to attack Ben.
yeah.
Yeah, we're down to 1 because the other one I knocked unconscious.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to hit them with my dice.
Are you gonna
That's fine.
try?
I'm gonna go run and hide. Do I need to roll anything?
Well, if you want to hide, then go and hide.
Damn Skippy. Not very good hiding. I rolled a whole 8.
Okay, let me see if he notices you.
Yep.
I mean, there is a Jedi in his face, so.
Oh, well, there is that.
And he's stunned and wounded, so.
So what was your number? 8?
8, yeah.
There is a chance I can pass it. Not when I roll a 3. He's distracted right now by the Jedi.
Awesome.
So
I'm gonna go
you're
back.
hiding.
I'm gonna go back to that chest.
You dirty bastard.
But so that's your action to hide. Okay. I okay, Kendo. So you're getting up. You're like looking what's going on, and the doctor runs away. So he's
That's
the
fine.
scholar. The scholar runs away.
Yeah,
And
I don't mind him running away.
what will you be doing?
So I see that one of the, I guess, enemy is already unconscious, and the other one is fighting. And I remember the words from Bim that I had to help, and being ashamed of being down the first round, I just grabbed my weapon. Oh shit! Wait, I gave my weapon with the bayonet, so now I don't have any bayonet.
You transfer the bayonet.
This one also has one.
You transferred it.
You
just
took the
Oh,
knife
okay,
off,
okay.
and
Yeah. And
standard Republic build allows any of your weapons to.
So I'll charge the one that's still attacking.
give me a melee.
I'm just trying to make a very intimidating shout, but it's probably very awkward.
All right.
And I rolled 18.
18, and that is a hit. All right. How much damage do you do?
Let's see. Wait. Hopefully a lot. 19 damage.
That is not enough to knock him unconscious, but he takes another wound.
Hell, I.
Sorry, 19.
Yeah, 19.
He has a soak. 19.
Yeah, I'm not a lightsaber, so it's.
Yeah, it's still enough to get over his stamina. So
Yeah, I'm just happy that I can hit him.
yeah, so yeah, he's looking pretty hurt right now. Well, not close to death, but just however it works. Yeah, he's looking pretty hurt. So
Can we see the face now? What does he look like?
oh, you can see. Oh yeah, at this point you can see his face. He looks. I'm gonna go old school. He just looks human, like most of them usually do. So yeah, he looks like a human. His eyes are glowing red though. All right, now that is now the top of the round. You can hear that sarcophagus thing start rumbling and opening up, still opening up. Um, he reaches down. He is. He reaches down, and an energy emanates from it. Actually, looks like almost like that crackling energy, but it kickstarts, and the other one is no longer unconscious. And then he okay, he will attack lightsaber, and he will attack Bim, and that is a miss, and he is no longer stunned. But the other one is gets up and tries to hit you with his lightsaber. Um, he is actually going to reach out and use the force on his compatriot first. And his wounds start to heal up. And he will now hit you with the lightsaber. What's your parry again? And he misses. You're a better lightsaber a duelist than these two are. uh, all right, now it's your turn. Now that they're both standing.
All right. I'm going to focus on the one that was more injured, I think. Still the one that was still standing, not the one who was unconscious before. I don't know what he's at now, but that's the one I'm going to go after.
He's at one wound right now.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to focus on that one. So first, all right. Yeah, that's a 19 to hit with a 6 on the force die.
19 to hit will hit
Okay.
with a 6.
Yep.
Oh, so what do you think would be a good benefit? Nothing like over the top and not damage or anything.
I mean, I'd love to be able to like knock his lightsaber away, like as I go in for the attack, if that's possible.
Sure, you knock his lightsaber away.
All right.
And all right, how much damage do you do?
Let's see, 14 points of damage.
That's not over his threshold, so now you hurt him again.
All right. Jeez, these guys are brutal. All right, swinging at him again with my purple lightsaber now. 18 to hit.
That does hit.
It's only 9 points of damage.
That's enough to give him a wound. All right. Doc or Kando? We'll do Kando first because I know he's fighting. So
I really don't know if the doctor wants to give a shot. Who knows?
well, I don't know. I know you are for sure, so that's why we're gonna go with you first.
Yeah. Go with Kendo first before me.
Sure. I'm just gonna keep on slashing at this guy.
Okay. Go to
And
hit.
I rolled a 20.
That is a hit.
Yeah. Let's see how much damage I do. 23 damage.
23.
Yeah.
Oh, if he didn't have that soak, you would have knocked him
Butchered him.
out. Yeah. So he is still standing, but he doesn't look good.
Yeah. I mean, two people at the same time.
Yeah.
I can understand.
Yeah.
All right. Jebus.
He kind of looks over, sees the fray, sees like they can pretty much handle what's happening, and begins to examine the chest.
All right. Give me a search check.
$14.
You're trying to find a way to open it, but you can't seem to find the locking mechanism. You're used to some like a keypad or something like that, and you can't find it.
How big is the chest anyway?
It's probably about well, I said chest. You think it might be a chest? It's a box of some kind.
Okay.
You don't know if it's a chest or what it is. It doesn't look like anything you've seen before, and it is about 4 feet high. So that's why I made really good cover.
Okay, so it is as tall as me, if not roughly, or as big as me almost.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just chilling.
Okay. And you hear the sarcophagus creaking open again. And the one that just got up reaches out and the other lightsaber flies into his hand. So he now has 2 of them. And he attacks. And he attacks Bim. First one, 16. What's your parry? Okay, so he hits the first one. I'm just going to roll the second one. He Misses the second one. 15. All right. Damage. Oh shit. What is your threshold for unconscious?
12.
So if you and what's your threshold for death?
24. Now, question.
Yes.
I know lightsabers ignore armor, but do I still get the soak from stamina? Because soak is stamina plus armor.
I've been bypassing all of the soak.
Okay,
That's
fine.
Where's the?
Well, if that's how you've been doing it,
That is true. It should bypass just the armor, so it's still you should be able to soak it still. But don't worry about it. It wasn't enough to kill you outright anyway.
Okay.
Even without the soak. Okay. So what we do is, if the lightsaber will bypass your armor but not your soak.
Because I have a stamina of is 4 for that. So
your stamina is 4. So your soak is, but and you have light armor.
Yeah. So my soak total would be 6, right. But I have a stamina of 2 and a strength of 2. Right. So wouldn't that make my stamina rating?
Your base soak is 4 plus your armor. Yeah. So okay. So we'll do it like that for now. No, you can still soak the damage. It's just not it bypasses the armor. But in either case, you take 1 wound.
Okay. Sounds good.
So you're at 1 wound out of 2 total. All right. So that's the first one. Hits you. Tries to hit you twice. Connects once. The second one. Does that same thing that he did to the one that? No, he's not unconscious. He's only at 1 wound. Wait, what was your to go unconscious? What was your threshold?
12.
Oh, sorry. You didn't take a wound. I apologize. You are unconscious.
I'm unconscious. Okay.
Now the other one, who is now without a lightsaber, he does that force healing thing, and he looks a lot healthier now, and he steps back away from Kando. So it is now your turn, but you're unconscious, so you can't do anything. Kando, what are you doing?
Yeah, what happens when you're unconscious? Is there like a saving throw, like D&D, or?
No, you're unconscious until the wound is healed.
But how does it heal by itself?
By itself, I don't know. If you're put in a bacta tank, you're good. Wounds can be removed through the use of med packs. 1 per day, essentially.
So we'd have to wait a day inside this place.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
Okay.
Or the dog. Someone has to heal him.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So the 2 of them are standing up and backing away from us.
One is in front of you with 2 lightsabers, and the other one steps back.
Yeah, because the other one is unarmed.
Yeah. The one who's unarmed stepped back.
Shit. I think I'll try and do something a bit crazy, but that's fine. I think I'm gonna grab Bim's body and drag him back to near the doctor.
Now, if you want, you can take a penalty of -1, and I will allow you to drag the body back and still shoot at a -1.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Might as well,
I'll back up shooting.
Do it.
Yeah.
Even if I lose my roll.
Yeah, so go
I'll be
ahead.
scaring them. So.
Still have character points too if you need.
Yeah, you have character points. You also have force points. You could double your dice rolls with your force point.
Double the dice would be in what sense? A double 1 dice or double all of them?
you're gonna shoot. So what's your blaster?
So
Blaster plus dex.
shooting would be 5D.
5D.
So
You're
now
at a
would be 4.
4D right now. If you use a character point, you're back up to 5, and if you double it, you're at 10.
I'd say just roll your 4. I mean, that's all I'm rolling to hit with my lightsabers.
That is way
Yeah, this
better
is just
than
a. I think this
Well,
is
you
just an evasion roll. Like
You
an,
can
I'm a,
also double your dice damage, can you not? Or no?
I don't know. I haven't looked at that part yet.
yeah, I don't think so. I think you only double the.
No, only skill checks.
Yeah, I think you only double the. Because I don't really mind if I miss. I'm just trying to scare them away so they don't
Yeah.
follow me.
Okay, yeah, go and shoot.
Yeah, it's a 14. I try and shoot at them for a 14.
Which one are you trying to do? The one with the 2 lightsabers or the one that steps back?
Probably the one with the lightsabers, just to because he's the most dangerous one right now.
Sorry,
Forcing him to either parry or do something, you know.
And what did you get?
14.
I'm trying to remember if you hit the target number, so I guess you hit him. So yeah, he doesn't manage to deflect it in time.
Oh, I do hit him.
Yep. So
Interesting. I didn't expect to hit him.
Well, they're not that. Their numbers are pretty comparable to yours.
So I do 15 damage.
All right. So on this guy here, 15 is.
It's the blaster, so I don't think I have any armor pen.
Oh, so first off, I have to soak it, right? So 15 minus 4, so it's I told you too much. Okay.
11.
And that is enough to cause a wound. All right. So that's your shot. And what is
Yeah, I'll probably shoot his leg, knowing that it's harder to parry.
Yeah. And Jeebus, are you gonna save them?
Oh yeah, I dig through Bim's survival pack if he's got one.
Bim has 2 2 med packs.
I pull one out and slap it on him, and I rolled a 12.
All right, so you are now conscious again, and I will allow you an action, but this is where you go at the on the same round. Well, it doesn't really matter because so yeah, you get to go now if you want. So you can Bim.
I mean, I'd say if anything, he'd just stand up. I mean, like Kando did. Kind of put me back in the normal initiative area. Not that it matters much, but I think he'd get back up and ignite his lightsabers, ready to defend his team.
You can throw your lightsaber. I will allow you to throw it. You have to do an ultra check. You can throw your lightsaber and have it returned to you.
I mean, I guess.
Or you could choose to move up, and then you'll have to spend. You'll be at a -1 if you want to hit.
It's about the same. So I guess he'll throw the lightsaber for now, just to try to keep his defensive position with his team.
Sure.
Oh, and that's not going to hit. That was a 9 total.
That's not enough.
Yeah. They're like.
Well, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna say you can throw it. It misses and it comes back to you.
All right. Cool.
Okay. That's. You hear that sarcophagus opening up some more?
We're gonna be screwed.
And then that first one, just for thematics, actually I'm gonna. Yeah, just for thematics, he leaps right into where you guys are and attacks Bim again. And this time he is going to 16. Your parry is 16. So he hits once. And he hits twice. He swings 4 times. And he only hits with the primary. Your threshold. What is it again for unconscious?
4, 12, 24. So 12. And I have a 4 soak.
Yeah. You are at 2 wounds. He hit both times. It was one. The second one was a 21. If you rolled any higher, the soak wouldn't have mattered.
Mhm.
So we're back up to the second one. Okay. So what he's going to do he is going to force lightning, and that is they're all the same. All right, but he's. I need you guys. Oh, that was a waste. Does any what is the dodge? What are your dodges? Jeebus. I know Bim knows high. Bim Candle. What? Oh, okay. Oh, your dodges are that low. I got lucky. I got 13. So basically, what happens is force lightning comes at you guys, but for some reason that it arcs away from you guys a bit and into the chest, the box, and you guys take only 7. So that is enough to. Is that enough to knock you unconscious, Bim? Or Jebus?
How much? 7?
7.
Minus your soak and armor.
Yeah.
3.
Sorry. What's your soak?
3. So
So that's just enough to do a wound, I guess, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay. So you take a wound.
am I still conscious though, or am I out?
Yeah. No, you're conscious. You only took the 1 damage. Your soak is a 6.
Yeah. So it wouldn't really phase me.
So you take.
Well, I guess I'd be stunned, but
Yeah.
question, last time with lightning, I was able to use parry, which is a 16.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you. I keep forgetting.
Okay. If not, I'm fine with it. I'm just
Yeah. Sorry, you managed to deflect a little bit.
I mean, I'm
And
already boned, but
Kando, what is your soak?
What is my what?
Your soak?
My soak is 7.
Oh,
he shrugs it off. You don't care.
Only the doctor takes 1 wound after all that. So basically, whatever this box is made out of, it saved your guys' lives.
All right.
Because I rolled less damage. I rolled a bunch of stuff. Okay. So they don't look very happy. And what will you do about that, Ben?
Well, I don't know. Pretty boned at a -2.
You're at a you're at a -2. Well, he's also in front of you. Well, if you don't want to go yet, and you want the doctor, maybe the doctor will heal you. At least 1 of those, or maybe 2 if he takes a chance.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of what he's gonna have to do is wait. Because at a -2, I'm only rolling 2 die against their defense, and the chances are very slim.
Okay, so David, do you want to do it once, or do you want a chance and do it twice at a -1 for both rolls? Your
Okay, so if I do it at -1,
yeah, but remember you can also add a character point or double your dice or something.
yeah, let's
Well,
Well,
Because
on the character point, I think you can roll and then add it. So you can roll to see if you hit 10 and then decide after that.
okay.
right. Oh, yeah. So basically, so you want to roll twice, 2 medicine checks?
Yeah, let's do that.
Roll the first one at -1.
Okay. Okay. I am definitely going to have to use a character point.
All right, roll 1 more dice.
So
Is it close enough to make it worth it?
I rolled an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you just
So
need a
I'll
2.
roll a 1.
Okay, so I rolled a 2, so I rolled a 10
Perfect.
with the.
So you heal 1 point, and you use the last of his healing, his med packs.
Okay.
So you dip into your stash that you already
Yeah.
used 1 of, and roll 2d6, but you can't add to it.
I can't.
Unless you want to use a force point.
I can't add another character point.
No.
No, because you can
One
only
per
use
round.
one per round.
Oh.
So
Okay.
here's your choice. You have
I
to
mean-
use the force point or not use it. So do you want to use your single force point and roll 4d6, or do you want to use 2 and make a gamble?
How many dice are you rolling?
Huh? 2Ds. Yeah. It's
On average is 7.
It's
Yeah.
pretty. And I can roll over a 10.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
10.
you got to roll a 10. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the chance and do the force points because
Okay.
I don't really have anything to use them on.
It's 4 dice.
All right. 4 dice. Average
Appreciate it.
14.
Huh?
The average is 14 on that. What did you
Yeah.
get?
14.
Exactly average. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
All right. So now you are down to 4 med packs left.
Yeah.
And Bim, you have 0 med packs, but now you have healed your 2 wounds.
Yeah. No, I'm not super screwed.
You're just mostly. You're not-
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't do anything to these guys.
Well, you're doing stuff to them. Believe me.
Okay. It feels like they just heal themselves after each time we do anything. So.
Well, I'm gonna let you in on something. They're using force points for that.
Oh, okay. All right. Is Kanda going or?
Well, you or Kando, you can go. Since you're the one who does the most potential damage.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just worried about what's in that sarcophagus. I'm holding back a little bit for that.
Oh yeah, you don't want what's in there. So
Yeah.
hurry up and finish.
Yeah, exactly. I'm all right. Swinging at these guys. This guy. Roll, dude. It's only 11 to hit.
11 to hit is not enough. Are you gonna use a character point?
I miss. I guess so, just because I'm trying to get rid of these things as quick as we can. But man, that makes it a 16 to hit.
All right, you hit him. How much damage do you do?
17 points of damage.
17. If you had only done 1 more, you would have knocked him out. But you give him a wound.
All right. Next swing. Next lightsaber. Dude, that's a 13, but I rolled a 1 on my
13 is not enough. And your lightsaber slips out of your hand. Turns off. And,
All right.
The Shoto does.
Yep.
Okay. So, Kando, what are you doing? Let me check something because it might be in your favor. Okay. Okay. So you can only use if you use a force point, it doubles a skill check, not for damage.
Yeah, just skill check.
Just wanted to check on that. Okay. So, Kando, what are you doing?
So what I wanted to make sure I can do, if I want to do 2 attacks with my bayonet, could I do that?
Yes. Both your attacks will be at a -1 dice.
Okay, both of them.
Yes, but if you use a character point, the first one you can cancel out the first one.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. So the
And
first,
you could use your force point on the second one, and
yeah,
that'll
I was thinking
double.
about that. We'll see.
What is your melee at normally?
So it's +2 and my dexterity is 3.
So you normally
So
have a
I'm-
5. So right
I'd
now
use
Yeah.
it's at
4, dude.
4 is
Hold off on the character because you can use that after you roll, anyways. Like if you're not going to hit, I
Yeah.
think it's like 13 or something.
Well, let's try this. Roll 4 right now and see what happens.
13.
That 13 is not enough.
Yeah, because it's 14, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use a character point. I'm gonna rush forward and
Yeah,
attack
we're
the same person that is fighting Bim. I mean the one that looks very hurt.
So roll damage.
And the damage is, so this is melee, right? Yeah. Ooh. This normally this will hurt.
Strength +2, I believe I gave you, or strength +1.
2.
Strength +2.
For what?
Your damage.
Because he gave you that bayonet that gives you a +2 to damage.
Yeah, sure. Wait. No, so you gave me, if I remember correctly, the vibro blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yes. So what's your strength?
So my strength is 4.
So you
Yeah.
got 6. 6 dice of damage.
Yeah. So just to make sure. That's what I think. So
Yeah,
six,
but
I rolled 28.
Okay.
so metal.
28. Let me just
Yeah,
double check
minus the
something.
soak.
It's ×6, isn't it, for death?
Yep.
You came so close. He's unconscious though.
I do have 2 attacks. So
Well, no, but if you had done 2 more, if you had done a little bit more damage, you would have killed him outright.
but what happens if I attack someone who's unconscious?
It's a good question. They can't really parry, so you automatically do damage. I'm gonna say. So you want to attack the unconscious one or the conscious one?
Yeah, I would try, and when he hits the ground, I keep seeing them coming back. So this is not
Okay.
good.
So
I mean,
He
on the
drops,
other
and then I just stab again.
On the other hand, if you shot the other guy,
I'm just wondering, like, is it like D&D where you automatically have a crit damage?
no, I think
Because
this is an automatic hit I'm giving you because they can't defend against it.
but how much damage would I have to do to kill him straightforward now?
Oh no, you
one more than you rolled last time.
let's put it this way: you have to roll a bit higher because he will still soak it up. So
Yeah. Okay.
What-
Yeah.
did you?
I thought if I could kill him straight away, then I would do it. But if it's
So
not
you're
possible,
rolling how many dice of damage? How many dice again for damage?
6.
You're rolling 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Let me. You have to roll close to max to take.
Yeah, that's not worth it. So yeah, knowing that kind of metagaming, but
Well, yeah, we're
having him on the ground is enough, I guess. I'll just turn to the other, and is it, the other is like next to me or is it far away?
No, he's a distance away. You can move up to him or you can shoot him. It's up to you.
If I move up, would I lose another die?
No, you can move up. You get one free move. So you can move.
Yeah, I'm
and
inspired.
stab.
I'm just slashing up these guys, and I keep screaming, "Ah!" Screaming and blood everywhere, and I don't attack this other guy also. I just don't have any die again. 14.
Did you use a character point last time?
Yeah, last time I had to use 2.
You were down by 1. This guy, you're down by 1 as well.
This guy didn't have a lightsaber. Are we using?
Oh, sorry. He's dodge. It's the same.
Okay,
It's the same as
worth a try.
Yeah, sorry. So you just missed this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moved out of the way. So, so right now you see the lid creaking open. It looks like it is almost off of the sarcophagus. And he will reach out, grab the two lightsabers, and he will move up. Did you say? Yeah, you're right in front of him. So he has 2 lightsabers right now, and he will roll to attack. That is a hit on the first one. He rolled an 18. Second one misses. His damage is 11. Minus your soak, which is 7. So you just take 1 wound.
Well, soak to a lightsaber is going to be a little less.
Oh, sorry. What is your stamina? Your strength? Oh, your stamina. Yeah. Kando?
Just my stamina or my stamina and my strength?
Well, your stamina and strength together, yes.
Yeah, it's 5. Because my armor is a light armor. It's only 2.
So you take 6 damage, which is that enough to go unconscious? No. It's enough to do a wound.
For me, no.
I think that.
Okay. So you take 1 wound, and he's standing in front of you. And Jedi, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna walk up and attempt to help my my brave soldier friend here. I'm gonna head over and I'm gonna do I don't know. If I don't have to roll for it, I'm gonna do a force leap just to jump over to be cool, attack him as I jump past him.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you could do a simple force leap
just to try to make it a little cooler than I walk up and swing some blades.
Yeah. You flip over right behind him and land and slash with your 2 blades. Are you attacking once, or are you going to attack twice? 2 actions.
Well, the other one had skittered away, and I forgot about that.
So there's one that's unconscious right now, and then there's the one that's still the one that has the 2 blades.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't say I picked up my other lightsaber or pulled it to me. So
do you have a force point?
I have one, but I'd probably like to save that force point for something else. So right now I'm just gonna go with the 1 blade.
Okay.
Just take the risk. Got a 15.
Well, sorry. The question was, you're gonna attack once or twice?
Blade. I'm only gonna swing the once with the blade because.
Right.
I'm not going to take the minus at this point. I just want to make sure I'm hitting.
Okay, go ahead.
So a 15 to hit. 9 for so only 13 points of damage.
He takes 1 wound.
Okay.
All right. Kando. Did Kando go already? No. Kando's turn now.
Surprise, surprise! I keep stabbing.
All right. How many times are you gonna hit? Once or twice? Or you can go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him twice because I have a character point, so I think I can do it. First one is 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
And the damage is 23.
23 minus his soak is not an. It would have been if he didn't have a soak. So he takes a wound. Okay. Go again. So you could do it. So go ahead. You took the -1, right? To that?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll again. The -1.
I rolled again 14.
Oh, wait a minute. You're at a -2.
Oh, that's true. Wait. Because I have the wound, right?
Yeah. I'll roll again. just in case. So
So all over again.
You've done 2 if you
I'll roll.
remembered.
Yeah, the first one I rolled 17.
I'll give you roll a d6 and subtract it.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, subtracts 5, so I
That's
miss.
too much. Yeah. Okay, so you missed the first one. I'll roll again at a -2 dice.
Yeah. So 13, and I'll on this one I'll add the
Character
the
point.
character dice
Sure.
and see
Go
if I
ahead.
can hit. 4, so 17 total on the second.
Yeah. Either
And then
way, yeah. I would have said you just cancel out the first one, but that's fine. You did a damage to him.
so 20 damage.
Yes. So yeah, you wound him. All right, Doctor. Are you doing anything at this point?
Healing myself.
Because remember that sarcophagus is almost open,
Um,
and this guy, he looks winded, but yeah. So you're not good with a gun. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
there's.
you have a grenade. I'll say you have it in your hand if you want to throw it. I gave 2 grenades.
Oh, okay. Can I make it to the sarcophagus?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I make it to the sarcophagus.
Oh, you're not going to throw it. You're going to drop the grenade in and run.
Yeah.
I will allow. You'll have to roll a 1d6.
Okay.
Do not get a 1.
Okay.
I'll be very generous.
How about a 6?
Oh fuck! That's a luck die. That was a destiny die. You drop that in, and you find a way to actually close it, and then you can strut away any way you want, and that goes off. And so that
The
was
3
fine.
die of
Yeah.
damage.
So roll three. Roll 3. The dice of damage. You know what? Don't worry about the dice damage. You with that 6, you found a way to close. You got there and it's like, what if I push this button? It closes the sarcophagus on the grenade, and you just walk away back like nothing.
I'm not walking. I'm scurrying.
Well, I'm just gonna the Sith Knight with that explosion inside there. That Sith turns around and says, "No," and he's going to run towards you, and he's coming for you. I'm sorry, but he looks incredibly pissed, and I'm sorry. I rolled an 18 and a 19. Oh shit!
And they roll a lot of dice if they're wounded and still rolling that high.
Oh, sorry. Let me re-roll that. He runs up to you. No, and he slashes the lightsabers, and somehow you manage to duck under them. I rolled very poorly on those dice. I should have still probably come close to hitting you. uh, and the lightsabers, he just drops them and goes over to the sarcophagus and starts pushing buttons. And I will give Bim and Kando an action. So Bim,
Bim would like to
yeah, go ahead.
summon his other lightsaber to his hand. So he's back to the 2. And then leap up on top of the sarcophagus and like level both the lightsabers at the guy. Say, I would surrender now before we have to finish this off.
If you want to roll a bargain with him,
Okay.
you can try.
Okay. Is this a minus because I summoned my lightsaber and jumped up there? Or?
Oh, now how did you summon it? Did you use a force point to summon it, or did you use the force to summon it?
I just assumed I would use regular force, like an
Give me
altar
a
or something.
yeah. So you'll have to do it. Give me a. Where's the force? Oh, here we go.
Altar would be
An altar check at a -1.
okay. So this isn't probably not going to be pretty. Yeah, it's only a 5.
Okay, you get it back.
Okay.
It's very easy for you to do to pick up your own lightsaber.
That's what I kind of figured, that it wasn't going to be super hard, but I'm fine taking the minuses for the rolls.
Yeah,
and because I know it's a lot.
Give me a bargain check at a -1.
Okay. Perfect. That's a 13 with a 6 on the force die. Destiny die, whatever we call it.
Is your lightsaber it's ignited?
Yeah, like I already had the one ignited. I summoned and ignited that one, and I'm like leveling them. Or if that's too much, then I just have one like
no, that's
leveled
perfect.
to his throat.
Let's just see what he gets. Oh, you know what? He can't. He has too many penalties. He's not going to be able to get it. He actually leans forward, and you kill him, and his body, like you have him forward, and he just kills himself. And I know it's a little bit anticlimactic, but he he had nothing to live for. You basically, even if you try to open that sarcophagus, you destroyed the Sith Lord, and you did not want to come into contact with that Sith Lord. You had one. It basically, if you did not close it, it would have opened. And
Jesus,
and let's put it this way: I don't have stats for the Sith Lord because this is high level shit in there. You didn't want to fight.
Yeah. No,
it
sure.
would have been. Think of it like an undead Sith Lord.
Yeah.
So
like this, like the high end Sith Lord master, like Dark Lord stuff.
So it's funny because the whole time you kept on saying it's opening, it's opening, it's opening. My brain was like, there's got to be electronic mechanism to shut the puppy, so on and so forth. Damn, someone's down. I gotta go heal him. Damn, I gotta go heal him. Damn.
Yeah, but you kept running to your hiding spot, which is I decided to make that. You rolled a 6 on luck when you walked in. I gave you it's a cortosis box. Yes, I am not canon. It's a cortosis, so it was the lightsabers don't penetrate through cortosis, and I was also making it force attractive, I guess. So it was absorbing the force, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. It was a little bit anticlimactic how he finished him off. So there's no big. You you saved 4 of the members of the outpost. Republic ship does arrive shortly. It was and takes control of the like it happened to be a Republic ship close by, not as close as you were. Secures
We do
the
have
area.
one to interrogate, though.
Yes, you have the Jedi come in and take control of him. You Bim keeps him because he's unconscious. You guys just make sure he stays unconscious until the Jedi come and take him into custody. They were part of a sect. The one that you killed, he was sort of more of the master. They were not on the level of a master, but they were pretty powerful, and the one that you saved that you didn't kill was his alkalite, his apprentice, and they were trying to basically free the Sith Lord from his prison.
Cool, man.
And yeah, no big combat, but yeah, surprisingly somehow the doctor actually is the one who finished off. He was waking up, and you finished him off. But the Jedi come in and take control of that sarcophagus.
That's
Just
that was perfect though, because like, I mean, Jeebus was clutch, real miracle worker.
yeah, he was useless except keeping you guys alive, and he wasn't even a real like a medical doctor.
No, not at all. I had zero medicine, man. It was awesome.
Use the stim packs really well.
Yeah, you're more of a technician. You were a scholar. You were like, in theory, you knew how to heal people, but it's
Yeah, well, it's funny because my technical is 3D, and my specialty in that category is computers, so which is 4D. But my I guess attribute specialty is knowledge. That's where I put 4D at, and then I had with the extra 20 points, I just plugged all them puppies in. I mean, I already had 2 skills already in that, which I think it was xenology, and I think I did willpower, maybe I can't remember. But then those extra points I did streetwise and survival. So
well.
yeah. But
So Bim, let's just go. We'll end the broadcast in a moment. So basically, Bim, for finding this and performing your duty, you've been promoted to master. You are a full Jedi master now. Candle, you are getting a promotion. You are now in charge of this outpost. You were the same rank as the remaining soldiers. The leader, the one who was in charge, died. So you're made you're now in charge. Oh, at least of the soldiers. There's still an administrator that you have to report to, but and doctor, as long as they give you a research base if you need it. You can work more closely with the Republic, and they can't really pay. They can't really go into Hut space and settle this issue with them, but they will do their best to keep you alive as long as you stay on Coruscant or something. Um, so
I
after
can deal with
this,
that.
as we fade away, we zoom out the planet. You see the Republic ship there, and then a smaller Jedi transport that they're taking a sarcophagus. But we end up on another planet, and there's a ship landing on this planet, and the aft hatch opens up, and down the ramp are 6 cloaked figures dressed all in black, and they step off and they walk up to another temple, open it, and walk inside. I'd like to thank my players for joining me tonight. David, Bill, and Nicholas, and that was fun. It's run a little longer than we had planned, and so we had some technical difficulties, but overall, well, you tell me. We'll go Nicholas, Bill, and then David. Tell me an outro, how you feel about the system, and whatever you want to say.
So yeah, I like the system. It's very easy. So easy to find what you need to do. Yeah, the game was fun. I like to play Kendo. Maybe one day I'll play again. The same outposts. Easy life. Kendo needs to go adventuring again. Not retired yet. And yeah, hopefully Matt can give us some answers on some things that we were wondering about. But I think we did a good job. So yeah, thank you all.
Cool. Thanks. It was fun. It was good. Shout out to Matt. It's a great system. Like, I'm looking forward to trying this out some more, either in Star Wars. I have some designs I think it would be really cool to do, but I haven't put any work on it. Like super high fantasy, like just mage craft would be really awesome with this system, or like a mutant superhero sort of game with this system. I think would be fun too. The only thing I might try is that final battle. Check out maybe trying the lightsaber duel rules on that one. Because then instead of just like us wounding, healing, it's like we do our actions. From what I understand, you build up a pool of dice. Then when you think you're ready, I think it's a dice off at that point. And then whichever one gets higher, like you are able to forward the story.
From what I understood, I haven't looked at it yet, but I thought if it's a duel, it'd just be between two of you. I guess we could have had Kando and just Kando go after the apprentice, and you went after the master type.
Yeah, I mean, when I watched Matt's one, they did a 2-on-1 duel. So they were able to, like, two of them were able to do things to add to the dice pool of the combat, and then
was that two Jedi versus a Sith?
Yeah.
Well, Kando's not a Jedi, so that's why a duel would work.
And I don't know, like, I mean, part of it was just the way he described it, I believe, is that it's like you're doing advantages and disadvantages as you go. So it's like Kando could fire at him, and that if successfully hits, that adds a dice to the pool. And then I can attack. And it's basically just like trying to drive the opponent back. Just because it's like the final battle.
Right. I think that might have been good. Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, I have not tried it. I've only watched Matt run it, and he obviously runs this really smoothly because he knows what he intended.
Right. Yeah, I think I'd have to look it over. As I said, this is only my second time running it.
Oh yeah, it was good.
And I played it once, so it was a little bit of a learning issue. But maybe if I figure out lightsaber, might be a good option for the final battle. Well, the other group fought the Dark Lord. Just obviously, he wasn't super powerful. You guys fought two less powerful ones. And the other battle, he healed. He used 2 force points to go back up to full because we were doing combat differently. The hit points were wrong. So so they knocked him out, that Wookiee. But now I think it's better. So the Wookiee has had a chance of probably killing outright, but most likely would have been doing unconscious, knocking things unconscious, which
wounds are unconscious. Yeah, I think the unconscious rule, if it's only 1-on-1, which is one of the reasons why I think the lightsaber duel, like for the final battles, work really well, because then you don't have the chance that someone gets knocked out of the game like super quick. Like, you don't want your big bad to accidentally get knocked unconscious and then he can't heal it.
That's true.
Whereas this way, it's like, even if it's a Wookiee coming in hitting, like he hits, he knocks him back, that adds a die to the pool. The other guy does his attack, that adds a die or two. But like I'd have to look at it a lot closer. It was just I enjoyed the game. I had fun. I was like,
right. No, I was
work smoother for you, because then you don't. You don't risk either way. Like, someone get knocked out early, and then the team either not have enough stim packs or whatever to bring them back, or if you have one big bad guy and he gets a lucky, like, just unconscious roll, there's no way for him to.
But it's the problem is opposed checks. So you're shooting, and then I guess there's no opposed check. It's You're doing opposed melee checks, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd maybe ask Matt how he would run it.
But it's interesting. Yeah, that might be better. It's like a little more epic feeling.
Yeah.
It's true. So, but yes, well, that's a good idea. Thanks. And David.
Well, I have basically three parts to my, I guess you'd call ending. The first one is the system itself. Absolutely love it, and one reason why I do is because way back in the day, I used to play the old Star Wars West End games version, and the way I like to compare that with Hyperspace is basically West End games. You pretty much, if I remember right, you rolled a brick of dice for a lot of your things, and essentially this game is basically West End Games light, I guess you would call it, because pretty much that brick is literally cut in half, and there's a lot of simplified version of that system, which makes it run so much smoother than, mind you, the West End Games ran really smooth compared to some of the other Star Wars versions out there, but this even makes it even smoother. So there's that. As far as the character and playing and whatnot, this will be the second time I played. The first time was with Jeremy Lilly's game. It was a 3-parter, and it's kind of funny because both were doctors, but the other one was a medical doctor, and this one was more of a doctor scholar. And out of the two, I like this guy way better than the other one because the other one was like basically super emo. I mean, he was pretty much something I couldn't grasp onto that well in a 3-parter. Maybe if it was like a campaign, I could have got into that character more, but the actual game itself was super awesome. It's recorded on YouTube. Just go to Jeremy Lilly's YouTube site and you'll find it under Star Wars. This guy,
Erasmus Expedition.
Yeah, this guy I absolutely love, and I hope Paul, crossing all fingers and toes and whatnot, runs us again, because I would absolutely love to play this character again. As far as the game itself, spot on, man. We were all learning, so there was that whole, wait a minute, we got to look up rules. Yeah, that gets really boring. But other than that, I think we had good chemistry together for sure. Enough to the point that I want to play with these guys again, with the same character concepts. And well done, Paul. Golf clap.
Right. Thank you, everyone. As I said, check out this is HyperspaceD6, created by Matt Click. His channel, A Fistful of Dice, here on YouTube. He's also one quarter of Absolute Tabletop on Facebook. And yes, it was modified version of the D6 Star Wars game by West End Games. It's from I've never played it, but from what I understand, it's a simplified and improved system. And this is version 1.5. I don't know how often he's going to be tinkering with it. I think he had one version and then he just made some changes to it, some minor stuff. So, and I know a lot of people are creating hacks of his hack for fantasy settings and for other different settings as well. I might consider hacking it for my setting, but I'll let more information on that later. I'd like to thank my players again. Thank Matt Click. Thank Absolute Tabletop. And catch you later.